Bam.
We are live. Good morning, good afternoon, evening
Hi.
if you're across the pond. And hello, Monday if you're in Australia.
Hey, you're live. Just got the notification.
How is any and everybody?
Tim.
I don't know. I just woke
We
up.
will make you laugh and cry. Yeah, it's possible.
It is highly possible.
Yeah. We're like the dentist. It all depends on what we apply to the process.
True that.
Hey, when I was working loss prevention, I made more kids cry than the dentist in that town, okay? I was mean. I was very mean. And since I'm such a fucking delight, it's hard to believe, isn't it?
Sunshine and lollipops now.
That's right. I'm not singing on this show like I did on mine. I scared enough people on my show.
We were all singing.
Hey,
I had to mute myself so you didn't get a copyright. She's in there jamming out to Motley Crue.
Hey, that's parenting well done right there.
Yeah, that is definitely.
She's like, I'm going to go listen to the Shiz. And I'm like, never heard of them. She's like, no, Mom, you know, my music, the Shiz, the shit, you know. And I'm like, oh, okay, go ahead.
Hi, Wendy.
Oh,
Hi,
Wendy.
TG is already misbehaving.
Hey, Scarlett.
We're not going to be friends anymore if she doesn't. Her and her banana poop.
I can't get away from them damn things. I was in Conky's auction on Saturday, and what's he doing? Shoving minions in this camera. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, last night
Yes.
on the giveaway section where it had some kind of
little animated thing. Minion. I was like, where's Victoria? She needs to enter this giveaway. I can't get away from them. I'm like, stop it.
Susanna. She's doing, a bath watching and listening.
Nice.
You go, girl.
That means Susanna's wet.
Woohoo!
We have accomplished something for the day.
Morning, Susanna.
Okay, our job is done. We can go now. Hi, Susanna. Tell Tina I said hello.
Don't drop your
Hi,
phone.
Susanna.
Yeah, don't drop your phone in the tub. That would be bad.
Tim, multitasking.
Okay,
yeah.
so I can pull the chat up, but I can't see it because it's so bright out here that I can't even see you guys on my screen.
Yeah, I know.
Dim the brightness on your phone.
I did.
You gotta turn. I have to turn my brightness way up in order to see.
Well, I can't help you. I'm not there.
Oh my gosh! I'm just gonna walk in the shade. I really
Cleaning
can't see
and
anything.
winding the toad up. Is that British for bending over and get him horny?
Sounds like something like that.
But be careful. One of these days, Toad just gonna jump on you and take it.
Could be.
I would. Just saying. Wendy's a tease. What are you barking at? Nosy old lady.
I heard her. She woof.
She said, no, I think it is. Hey.
See, told you.
Nobody wants to hear from you. Be quiet.
Woof.
They partied until after midnight last night outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And they started doing fireworks.
Oh, yeah. She was getting a little upset and bent out of shape.
Yeah, Simi was literally shaking. And up until last 4th of July, Simi did not have a problem with fireworks because it would be like a few fireworks here or there, and animals would just sleep through it. Well, last 4th of July, it sounded like we were in the middle of World War III. It sounded like artillery fire surrounding the house, and it freaked her out. And now the noise bothers her. So as soon as the first one went off, she was over here like leaning on me, and I'm trying to roll cigarettes, and I'm like, get off me. And it was hurting my back, and I'm like, ugh. And then they stopped. And then she stopped, and yes.
Hi, Kristen.
That's a whole nother story. Hi, Kristen.
Hola. Are you feeling better today?
Hey,
So
Kristen. Ooh,
they
Doreen.
finally stopped with the fireworks around midnight, and she calmed down and passed out. Oh,
Wendy, it's only fun until he can't take it no more.
then you in trouble, girl.
You betcha.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you're feeling better, Kristen. So, my package.
Go ahead. That was a hella story.
Cody had a
Hey,
mental
Kristen.
breakdown yesterday. The camel met the straw. Camel's back met the straw yesterday, and Cody freaked the fuck out. I did. Mental breakdown. I fucking lost my shit. So, I was still awake when I said I was going to lay down. I was still awake, and since the package said it would be here by 6:15, and I had checked at 5:30 or so, it still wasn't here. I think I checked at 5:45 too, and it still said it wasn't here. So at 6:15, I checked again, and it said it had been delivered at 5:43. I'm like, okay. So yes, I'm talking about my package, girl. So I got my shoe on, I got my shirt on, I got in the chair. The entire process in itself, my knee was not happy with me at all yesterday. Anyway,
Hey,
go
Darlene.
out there, and I'm like, yes, my son
Hi,
is sleeping.
Darlene.
Hi, Darlene.
Hi, Darlene.
Darlene's not
Darlene
blue.
is not blue.
So I go out there, I'm all excited. I'm like, yes, Tina package, tobacco, yay, right? I open the front door and there's nothing on my porch. I'm like, what? I'm like, where the fuck is my package? So I went and woke up my son. I was like, did you already grab my package from outside? He's like, no. I'm like, okay. So I messaged my neighbor, Donnie, the one that usually helps me, and asked him, well, I tried calling him first, and of course he's not going to hear his phone ringing because fucking music's too loud out there. So I texted him and I asked him if, he had seen anybody come up on my porch, because I'm thinking somebody watched the mail person bring it up there and they followed directly after and took it, right? And I'm waiting. I'm like, oh, I can't stay in this chair anymore. So I went, and meanwhile, I went and checked my crack room, and it's not clean like it should be. I'm not happy. It was cleaned up, but just not well.
Half-assed.
Yeah. My mother's going to be very angry. But I'm not going to bitch about it because he's stuck with what he did. So, I'm freaking out. I'm like, what the... I want my package. I lost it. It was just, I couldn't take any more fucking emotional upheavals yesterday. So I'm in my room and I'm freaking out and I'm messaging Tina and I'm like, I don't know where it went. I'm like, and and then my adrenaline just dropped and I was like, I gotta crash. I just have to check out of reality. I can't deal with it right now. My brain needs to shut down. My entire system. I gotta go. And she was like, I love you. I'm like, I love you too. And I crashed for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. My son wakes me up. Mom. I'm like, ugh, I hate it when he yells like that. It makes me like, what? What do the cops want? You know what I mean? And so I'm like, what? He goes, this is for you. And I look and he's got my package in his hand. He's got the box, the Tina box in his hand. And I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, it showed up. He goes, actually, the post guy gave it to the neighbor. They didn't even try and deliver it. They just handed it to my neighbor. There's a gajillion people in the neighborhood, and they just handed it to some random person. Luckily, it was my neighbor, Luke, who mows my lawn.
Yeah.
I don't know why. He didn't try and knock on the door, but he didn't because the road bell would have gone off. My son's dog would have been freaking out. I don't know if their cookout was winding down around 8 o'clock. They were starting to calm down, and he was like, hey, I'll bring it over. I don't know if my son went outside to look around to see if the package. I don't know how he ended up with it. He didn't tell me. He just said the neighbor handed it to him. I'm like, but the post office thing, the USPS informed delivery, said it was delivered at or near my front door on the porch.
Uh-huh.
Wow, apparently my front door looks like a very large bald black guy because that's who they handed it to. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I didn't know my door would look like that, but thank God it was somebody that I could trust.
Right.
Otherwise it would have been gone. I was so pissed off. So, yep. I chewed through the box, got my tobacco, and rolled some cigarettes. Yes, I did.
Fast.
Very fast. And Tina sent me an awesome candle. So I got some aromatherapy in, which I desperately needed. It smells really good. It is sea salt. Good. It is sea salt and jasmine. It smells really good.
And it's a 3-wick.
It is. It's a 3-wick candle. Yes, it is. And it's a soy compound, so better for the environment too. And it does not have that after smell that a lot of soy candles have. It doesn't have that. It burns clean. I'm like, ooh. Well, Wendy, move your ass.
You got the link. Oh, I haven't posted the link and tagged it yet. I am slacking.
Darlene, the package, she addressed it to Cody, Kodi, which I'm in the South. So it could be either, but the thing was, my neighbors are not in my yard. They're not in my driveway. I mean, they're over on the side yard, but that's in between the houses, and they're walking back and forth between the house next door and the one across the street. There was nobody hanging on my porch or on my ramp. There was no reason to hand it to somebody else. They needed, and I have no idea how to tell them, please actually deliver the package to my house and don't hand it off to a neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, getting delivers to local post office is like pulling teeth. It's very hard to do.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell?
They don't want to share.
No, I mean, that pisses me off. I mean, it's not like I can go walk in the neighborhood knocking on doors, I kind of fall off doing that. Hi, Wendy.
Good morning, Wendy.
Hi, my Cody. Hi, Ma. Hi, Willow.
Yeah, Darlene, it is weird. Our postal people here are either drunk or they're really lazy. Really lazy. I know they're not allowed to do that. Like I said, luckily it's somebody that, I can trust. I know that they were all busy with their cookouts, which smelled really good when I opened my front door, by the way. I was really upset that nobody brought me any food. I'm like, bring me food.
Right. That is the one thing that it's always, upsetting. It's like you open up the windows or the door and it's like the smell from grills and everything just kind of goes and wafts and hits. And I'm
and it was 2 different cookouts. And Donnie across the street has 3 grills, and they were all smoking yesterday because I could see them. And I'm like, oh. And from what I've heard, Donnie makes some damn good food. And then I had the people next door, Luke and his family next door, which is where the really loud music was coming from. There are 5 people over there in the yard, and they have this huge ass speaker hooked up, just booming music. I'm like, why? Why do you need it that loud? There are 5 of you there. Why? So they were cooking out. So I had cookout from over there and from someone bring me some damn food. You offer me pot and pie all the time. You can't bring me a freaking cheeseburger? What the hell?
Bring me something that, that's been nicely rubbed and seasoned and slow smoked all day. Fuck that. Don't want a goddamn cheeseburger.
I can't eat that. They don't do boneless.
If it's cooked right, it don't have to be boneless. You should be able to pull that and twist, pull that right out there. It's good stuff.
Yeah, they're not going to share that.
Mama knows about barbecue. Masshole left. Southern come in.
The masshole will be back. Trust me. You can't help it. You know it.
I know.
All you got to do is say like stupid or something, and there it is, back again.
Yeah.
So, Wendy, what are you doing winding up the toad?
I like winding up the toad.
You said you were cleaning and winding up the toad.
I am cleaning slowly.
You were bending over in front of him, weren't you?
I have to come in and say hello to all my beautiful people first.
The beautiful people. The beautiful people.
And the toad's annoying me.
Oh. Well, that's because you wound him up.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm randomly seeing.
Oh, take this picture up, throw her over your shoulder, and take her to the bedroom and have at it.
Toad. Anything else you said, she shouldn't be encouraging you. I love you dearly.
Aw.
Fireman's carry.
I'll just jump your bones later.
There you go. Go. Do it. Not on camera.
Yeah, no.
Tina get in trouble for that. That's a whole different kind of channel. We are so bad.
I know, but I love it.
Yeah, I know. I know Tina's right about the barbecue. But alas, I'm offered pot and I'm offered pie and cake and ice cream, but not barbecue apparently. Donnie did call me about 20 minutes after my son brought me the package. My phone rings and it was Donnie calling me to tell me he hadn't seen anyone on my porch. And I'm like, yes, that's because the postal worker apparently just handed it to somebody next door. He goes, really? I'm like, yeah. He goes, they're not supposed to do that. I'm like, I know.
Tim, it's not about Toad service and Wendy. It's about Wendy service and Toad. Get it right.
Mm.
Thank you, Tim, for trying, though.
But
That's the role is switched there.
Hi, Toad. Love you.
hello.
At all.
Hey, we try, Toad.
He sounds like he needs to get laid. Hello. Any more phone calls, Wendy? Or messages or anything? No? Good.
Now, because I'm a nosy Nelly,
They can't contact me. They can contact Toad. I don't want to talk to them.
Good.
because I'm a nosy Nelly. And because I should have had 98 subs, which I now am back down to 97. You, myself, and not that it really matters to Willow because she doesn't do lives or any kind of other. Are nowhere listed on Mark's subscription list. Neither is Wendy from what I saw.
You mean the one where they recommend people?
Mm-hmm.
Like it says channels and then it has all the people. Oh yeah, I've never been on there. You guys all were, but I wasn't. I've checked it a long time ago.
Not anymore. And then
Oh, good, Virginia, and hello, and good luck.
Awesome, Virginia. And then also no longer on Wifey to 2, long gone. Everybody that was on Squashies is still there. And then Lenny has his all set private. You can't see anything.
Well, he can take people off the people that he recommends. Like when you go on anybody's page, on their channel page, there's a link that says channels.
Mm-hmm.
And those are people that he has subscriptions to that he recommends. And I've never been on there. You guys all were, but I never was. Which tells you a lot since, oh, you're my best mod, blah, blah, blah. You're the best mod. Tim's still on there. I can see him.
I saw you got your package, Ma. I watched it back.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care enough to go through the whole thing, but I've never been on there.
We went through it, and as I got further down and actually got to the very bottom of the bag,
And bottom of the bag.
as you're looking at, We have cats, so we know that cat hair can get into anything.
Oh, you're talking about your package. Gotcha.
Yeah. So there was cat hair, and of course, there was cigarette ash all up in it. There were some pieces that we know that we had seen as he was going through stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There were pieces that were supposed to be, unless there were duplicates,
Yeah.
supposed to be in Cody's bag that were from Linda.
Yep.
Huh.
And then there were like sesame seeds from like off of sesame seed bun from say like McDonald's, or if he actually had a sesame seed bun at home, you know. So yeah, there's food remnants in the bag. So the bag had been, yeah, it was gross. Just saying.
Since it was supposed to be an uncurated bag, if the Harry Potter things were not a duplicate, and those are the things that are supposed to be in my package, how did they get in an uncurated bag of jewelry?
And like,
Plus, there were a couple of things that he had shown us before.
mm-hmm.
So how did those get in the uncurated? I mean, okay. And cigarette ashes. I mean, we've told him a million times not to hold cigarettes in his hand when he's going through jewelry.
Yep.
A million times. I mean, he used to sit there and hold jewelry up with a freaking cigarette in his hand. I'm like, put the cigarette down. What are you doing? We shall see. Actually, I haven't checked the tracking on my package. I should do that.
So, stop with your opinion.
Whoa!
No. Stop it.
So, granted, it was supposed to be an uncurated, and I expected a lot of costume jewelry.
Yeah.
But I also, when he was showing us stuff where he was getting these bags, he was always supposedly finding, some really good pieces, and some stones. I got one piece that had real stones.
Yep.
And the rest was basically plastic.
Well,
And wasn't it in a different bag? I don't remember it being in that bag.
I never saw the bag.
I thought it were a bag of clear bag.
Oh, and she didn't get her Eeyore bag. We were all supposed to get Eeyore bags.
Huh.
Yeah, I did ask for an Eeyore bag.
Yep.
I did finally get my Marty McFly after over a year.
Yep, she did. She did get that.
Good.
That was good.
The box is rough on it now, but
This tracking thing takes forever.
so I don't know. It's a hot mess. It's a mess. I'll go back through it, and there's a couple of pieces I'm going to check, but most of it, like I said, is definitely costume. Some of it's marked, with a maker's mark, like a brand name. I'll look at it. Some of it I'll probably just repurpose. Others of it, as I accumulate more from different places, I'll make jewelry jars and stuff.
Well, the green bracelets.
I noticed some of it were broken as well.
Yeah, a lot of it was broken. The green bracelet with the glass beads was cool. That was all right.
Yeah.
I think the tracking thing is broken.
I didn't have any troubles with it at all.
It's just cycling and cycling and cycling.
But mine said that I shouldn't get it until the 1st, and it ended up showing up yesterday.
Yeah, well, that's what when I tracked it before. That's what mine had said. Was between the 1st and the 7th.
No, mine said the 1st, flat out.
All right. I'm gonna try this again.
I'll say you probably got 15 tabs open.
I do not.
Ah,
Hey, wait.
close enough. Yeah.
Well, that was quick. I closed the tab and then reopened it and did it again, and boom, it was right there. I'm like, okay. Estimated date of arrival at the post office, June 1st through the 7th, 3 to 9 days remaining. Still the same thing. And departed the Jamaica and New York International Distribution Center on May 30th, so that was today, at 9:37 a.m. The item is currently in transit to the destination. So,
But yeah, it was interesting. Like I said, it just boop, it showed up yesterday. I had 2 deliveries yesterday. I had my delivery from Boxed, and then I had my delivery from overseas. Still does not negate the fact that everything else was a farce. He still has all kinds of shit that he did not send to other people, and then the GoFundMe for a surgery that
was non-existent.
was not existent hasn't been done. Stupid.
Now on the side thing of this tracking, it gives the tracking number, estimated delivery May 31st, and it says to Anderson. So apparently it's supposed to arrive in my town tomorrow.
Yep.
And then down at the bottom it says expected delivery and Tuesday, June 1st.
Yep.
So might be here tomorrow.
Might be either tomorrow or the next day.
We might, and I will do a live as soon as it gets here. And
is not Monday a holiday?
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, it would be Tuesday. So Tuesday, keep an eye out. Might be going live.
What about you, Willow?
I'm not even checking the tracking on mine. I'm not going to wind myself up like that. If it shows up, it shows up. If it don't, it don't. He's still an asshole either way.
That would be very much true.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I said I hadn't checked mine until the other day.
Yeah, neither did I. I'm just like, because then we mentioned it, we were talking about it. I'm like, oh, shit, screw it. I'm going to check it.
Yeah.
But I haven't checked it since then. I
just figure it will get here when it gets here. And then,
we knew that was shipped. So.
Well, after the last box that I received, you get all excited. You check your tracking. It shows up. And, what you're expecting to be in there is not in there. So
I will be ever surprised to see how many Pooh Bears show up in whose boxes.
To be honest, the Poohs aren't my concern. My concern is...
And then the jewelry.
The jewelry that I paid for, the jewelry box or case that I paid for.
Uh-huh.
Those are the ones that better be in them packages.
Yeah. I want all my stuff. Because when somebody gives you something or somebody else buys something for you and then gives it to you, it's mine. And there were a few items that I did pay for, and I want those too.
Well, I bought those shirts for Sis.
Yeah. And he told me in the backroom occasions that the 2 shirts that he had told me that he was going to give us, the Valhalla ones, the one for my son and one for me, that they are in the box. That he made a point of saying that those 2 shirts were in there. I'm like, cool, thank you. I have manners, but we'll see if you and I get our Eeyore bags, right?
Yeah.
Because Willow especially made a big deal about the Eeyore bag. And he was like, okay. He's like, I can get you an Eeyore bag. I'll put an Eeyore bag in your box. And then I was like, oh, I want an Eeyore bag. And you were like, I want an Eeyore bag. And he's like, okay, I'll get y'all Eeyore bags. And he said he was going to get them. And
cloth. And I love Eeyore. Eeyore is my favorite.
Yep. And Tina did not get her Eeyore bag. So just like his habit, like he's done with other people whose packages he sent, not everything was in the box. Shocking.
That would be true, Kristen, but you know what? I'm still pissed off that even though he's trying to hush us by sending us our shit, he still didn't send everybody else their shit. And that's the part that pisses me off the most. Okay, you're sending me my shit.
Which we appreciate.
I mean, yeah, I do appreciate it, but he didn't send anybody else their shit that they bought. And that's the part that pisses me off.
I mean, he ripped people off on multiple levels, and it's not right.
No.
Yeah.
Sending us our packages isn't going to make it suddenly go away.
No.
You
And
create
whether
this
you
problem, either you make it truly right, not half-assed, not partly, truly, fully right, and apologize for being the jackass lying son of a bitch you've been, or people just aren't gonna follow you. They aren't gonna shut up about you. You're gonna be the shit show that you are clear across YouTube and any place else that somebody can cuss you out about.
I mean,
And what do you expect?
My channel, Cody's channel, etc. These are our two platforms, and we can bitch as much or as little as we want.
Yeah.
I refuse to bitch and harp on other people's channels unless they say, hey, this is an open forum and we can do what we would, if you want to, harp or complain or, got something you need to say and get it off your chest, go for it. But I refuse to do that on other people's channels. This is my channel. Cody said pretty much the same thing yesterday on hers.
Yep.
So,
regardless whether you apologize to me as well, I don't want to know.
And Kristen's right. I mean, he thinks that, he sends us our packages and everything will be fine with us. No, it will not.
Not even close.
The level and depth of your betrayal is, you can't even comprehend it because you don't have you have the emotional range of a teaspoon. Okay. No.
It's that shallow.
And regardless of whether you're actually epileptic, which I'm doubting, I do. And I don't care if you don't like it. I doubt it. But whether or not you have seizures or not, you are aware of this. So you should have been writing down everything and keeping track of it and been better organized. So it's not an excuse. You cannot use, I couldn't remember what went in people's box. Fuck you. It all should have been written down. You have memory problems. You write it down when it happens. We tried to get you organized and you still fucked off on everybody. So you have no excuse for not putting things in the boxes that are supposed to be in the boxes. And you have
But didn't he have that ugly monster book that he was writing things down in, apparently?
Yeah, the Lenny book.
Yeah.
And you had all
what
your
happened to writing
videos.
things down in that?
You were supposed to be writing it all down. Kate was supposed to be writing it down. And you were supposed to be putting all your receipts in the box that you got, that I told you to put all your receipts in there so that when people said, well, where's the tracking for my package? You could pull out the receipt and bam, send them the picture. Not a picture with your thumb over all the information, but an actual picture of the receipt. You didn't follow up. You didn't follow through.
Which is good business.
So, no. I mean, this is a business. Reselling is a business. I might not be a reseller. I am going to be in the business of selling, but I understand how business works, and you fucked up. So you fucked up, and the emotional level of betrayal, especially with all four of us, is astronomical. That it's never going to go away. You can't make good on that ever. What you can do is make partial good with everybody else you fucked over. And make good, give them their money back from the GoFundMe, the people that just donated. I understand that people who received things, they paid for something, they got something. I understand that. But there were people that donated. Kristen just donated to a cause because she felt like it was necessary. It was a good cause. If it had been real, she's a good person. She's got a good heart. She donated. You stole from her. You stole from everybody who just donated to that. Plus, the people that donated items only donated it to help Squashy get her surgery. That didn't exist. So they lost items, they lost time, they paid for shipping. What the fuck, dude? You know, all based on a fucking lie. And you think that's going to go away? It's not going to go away. What you did is not going to go away.
No. And Kristen, it may have showed up later in his life. We don't know, because it can show up later if he has it.
Yeah.
Then again, if he's on a medication for that, it may have triggered seizures. We don't know.
Yeah.
Because
I'm on a seizure medication. Gabapentin.
so
is
am
a
I.
seizure medication.
Gabapentin.
I'm not epileptic. It's for nerve pain.
I take it for nerve pain.
And
So
I also take Lyrica.
anybody can be put on a seizure medication. It's not necessarily that they have seizures.
Yeah.
It could possibly trigger them. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm saying I doubt he does.
Yeah.
But because I think that everything he does is put on for show. It's all for show. It's for his excuses for why he doesn't ship correctly. I have seizures. I couldn't remember it. You know, my mind gets foggy. That works, right? Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
Not when you're supposed to be writing everything down, or Kate is supposed to be writing everything down. I mean, you had Jamie and Lenny trying to help you get organized, and you still fucked off on it. They're not sitting in Scotland helping you pack boxes. They don't know what you're doing.
Yep.
They can't make you go to the postal service and ship it. They can't make you call Hermes to come pick up. You know, so
Nobody should have to make you do anything. You're grown people.
Yeah.
Be responsible.
Yeah. I mean,
But
seriously.
he didn't care about none of that. I don't think he ever intended. The whole thing was just a steal. So
well, I
that's
mean,
why I didn't bother to take notes. That's why I didn't bother to keep track. That's why, because he never intended to do any of it.
yeah. I mean, I asked him in the backroom occasions. I was like, you were selling to people with free shipping when you first started. You had no intention of shipping anything. He goes, that's true. So,
I haven't had any strokes, Kathy. I just have a shitty fucking memory. Now, if you ask me something from 30 years ago, it's there. Ask me what I did yesterday. No, my short-term memory is gone.
I agree, Kristen. Kristen said he's a grown man. He needs to take responsibility for what he's done, and it's the same with Squashy, and she's right.
And she is very correct.
And instead, they try to blame Wendy.
And Kristen, and I agree right there what you said about your niece. She took some medication and it ended up making her have seizures.
Bring it on. 5 years and 15 years of a friendship ain't worth my time anymore, dudes.
Nope.
Do what you want. Bring it on.
I mean, the shit that you guys did to Wendy it's even beyond what you've done to the three of us. I mean,
that was just outright cruelty. And if that's the way they are, then, I'm glad they're out of my life. I don't need
I have an 8-year-old that's
in my
smarter
life.
than
My
you
life
two.
sucks enough.
But yeah, it makes me crazy, insane, pissed off.
Yep, same here.
There it is.
There it is. I knew it would be that. I'm gonna get you
Ma,
talking like
it's not going to be it's not going to be a live without me saying this. Are you ready, people? Silence.
Do it.
Silence. Hump faces.
That's right. I mean, it is what it is. And I will reiterate again, I have no I know some people are having issues with Lenny right now. I have no problems with Lenny. I have no problems with Jamie. None.
Lenny, Jamie, we still love you.
So just want to reiterate that.
This is my take on this. I miss Lenny and Jamie. I think they're good people. I think they're being taken very much advantage of.
Yeah.
Emotionally and financially.
Yeah.
And
agreed.
And it hurts me. It really does, because they are being taken advantage of in a lot of ways, and it's going to hurt them in the long run.
But just like us, I mean, people try to get us to see, and you can't make someone see. It has to
come
the brain, and eventually we got there, and we're sorry it took so long.
Oh, I'm very sorry. But I mean, when things start to click in your brain that don't make sense, and
Yeah.
you're going,
Yeah. And there were a lot of those moments. You know, it's like, wait, what?
yeah,
That's the only time I've ever actually been like, wait, what? You know, not to jump on the wait, what bandwagon, but yeah, that was wait, what moments. It's like, huh? That's not
And I
right.
care about more Cody and Willow. And when they come and ask me, I had to tell them the truth.
Yep. Well, you told them because you knew the truth and you told them you weren't going to lie for them. So if someone asked you a direct question,
yeah.
you know,
The problem I have is, Buffy, do you know what? 5 years ago, I couldn't have wished for a better friend.
yep. You
Now
wrecked
I
it.
question everything you have said to me.
Yep.
That's
You
what's
wrecked it.
breaking my heart.
Here's another thing. Okay. I can go online. I can go to Google and everything, and I can find Kate. Boom, just like that.
Yep.
Now, you can go on Google and you can look up Mark, and you can't find him. Even if you go with UK.
Yep.
True, Kathy.
Well, Chris and I told Lenny because I talked to Lenny on the phone, and I told him that he needs to not try and justify or defend. What we did when all that shit hit the fan before is we said what we were told is, or this is what we've been told, because we weren't involved in any intimate details of anything. I was just a moderator. I had no access to accounts. I wasn't sitting in Scotland. I really didn't have too many conversations with them aside from back rooms when other people were there. I had a couple of video calls with them. That's it. So I wasn't, and of course, Tim lying to me anyway. But I told Lenny if he defends what he's done, what Mark and Kate have done, if he defends it or says they didn't do anything wrong or whatever, he's going to put a target on him, and that's not fair to him and Jamie because what he has done, what Mark and Kate have done is absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
It's illegal, it's immoral, and it's unethical. They got the trifecta going. So to defend that, we'll put a target on him. I said, don't do that. Just say what you've been told. You know, this is what you know, whatever. If you have to say anything, just tell them it's what you've been told because you don't know. Because, I mean, it's obvious what they did was fraud. Everything that was done for that GoFundMe was based on a lie, which means everything that happened with the GoFundMe was fraud. Now, yes, people did get their things, but the people that donated the things donated.
They were frauded.
It was fraud on their part because they wouldn't have donated anything if there hadn't been a lie. I mean, you know, so just don't say they haven't done anything wrong when they have. Now I understand that with Lenny and Jamie, their religion asks for them to forgive and forget. If you feel compelled to forgive them for the horrible things that they've done, emotionally, ethically, morally, legally, that's fine on your part. But to forget what they have done would be bad on your part because forgetting it will make it happen again, and you can't let that happen. Thank you. So I did ask him to be careful about how he worded things, and I did the best I could. I can't make them see, and you guys couldn't make us see. I can't make him see. They have to come to it to their own conclusion. I just hope that they don't get too badly hurt, even more by sticking by someone who's not worth it. He's not worth it. Neither is she.
I agree, Kate, or Christian, that everything will fall on Kate.
Yep. Everything's in her name. He worked that perfect. So he did. The GoFundMe's under her name. Everything is under her name. So
That's fascinating, Kathy.
If shit rolls downhill, it's going to land on Kate's head, and he's going to walk. He's going to walk away.
Yep.
Free and clear. Because, I mean, really, do either of them think that the other person is completely honest with them about everything when they lie to everybody else? There's no honor among those thieves, you know? Mm-mm. Nope.
No, like I said, though, I feel very much for Lenny and Jamie
I mean, the
because
stress that it's causing in the house is not good either for their home life, for the kids, you know, and I feel really bad.
yeah, it's
But-
stressful over there in their household. You just know it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it was stressful before all of this.
Lenny was in the back room with me, Cajun, and he had, you know, he asked Cajun if he could give Mark the link, and Cajun was like, yeah, I guess, go ahead, you know. And I don't know what Lenny thought that would accomplish, but it didn't really work out too well for Fluffy because I got him to admit that he lied, that they lied about the GoFundMe, and Cajun witnessed it. So Lenny witnessed it, but then he was kind of, I don't know. But
I mean, he was seeing it and he was hearing it and he was catching it. You said the light bulb was going off.
yeah, there were definite changes in his expression when Fluffy said that no, that Kate never needed surgery and came up with a new lie to cover the whole thing. But it's like he heard it, but he doesn't believe it. I don't know.
The aha moments were hitting him.
Yeah, I can't say what emotions are going on with Lenny. I mean, those are his emotions to feel, and I can't tell him what to feel. So, and I can't really make any guesses on what he's feeling, but I do feel
they're
bad
grown
for him.
adults. They're gonna have to find their own way on that.
Yeah.
We tried. You know, Cody tried to
Hey, Susie.
to share with them, you know, the truth and
Yeah.
how they perceive that, what they do with that. That's their own thing. They're grown adults. They're just going to have to figure it out. And all we can do is hope that they don't get hurt anymore.
Kristen, it's not that Lenny doesn't care. It's that Lenny says that that's between Fluffy and the people that have a problem with him.
Yeah.
Lenny is putting him and Jamie on the outside of that. It's not there. They didn't have anything to do with that. So that's Mark's problem to deal with them. Mark and Kate have to deal with that problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree, darling.
Yeah. I didn't want to believe a friend could do this to people. That's one of the reasons I kept going to Fluffy's, lives and why I kept moderating for him, because I didn't want to believe that he actually, was doing things that were wrong with the shipping.
Because we were also under the impression that he was getting things fixed.
Yep, we
with
were.
the assistance of Jamie going back over his live auctions and getting things boxed.
The problem was that some of those auctions were deleted. Some of those auctions mysteriously disappeared off YouTube, so it was hard to go back through them. And Lenny and Jamie can't control what he puts in boxes or if he actually ships, because he didn't seem to be sending anybody pictures of receipts. If he did, they were either blurry or thumbs over the whole thing. Come on.
I was even going over video with her, separately, but with her. I would go through video and go, okay, because she would let me know a person, okay, this person says that they didn't get blah, 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 blah. And I'd say, okay, I'll go back to the video for that auction and I will look. So, yeah, I was going back through.
We were trying. We were seriously trying to help everyone. And he just kept lying. But like I said, nobody except Kate was in Scotland to see what he was doing. So he can say he put things in the box, but he might not have. I mean, I don't know if Lenny was on video call when he was putting stuff in Tina's box, but she's missing some things, isn't she? She doesn't have the Eeyore bag, and that was supposed to be in there. So, like I told Lenny, he can be on video chat, but he doesn't know what happens after the camera is turned off.
Right.
So, we did try to help everybody that got fucked over. We really did. And we thought he was making progress, and then we just continued to hear more stories, and we're like, wait. And then, like with Rhonda showed me the box. She hadn't opened it yet, but she showed me the box, and there's no way her fugglers fit in that. And I'm like, what the fuck, And so I asked him on a live, I said, did you send Ron to make sure Rhonda's smugglers were sent to her? And he's like, yeah, they were in the box. There was no way. No way. So that's what, things like that, clicking and going, something's not right. What is going on? And that made me question everything else. And that's when I went to Miss Wendy. And I was like, okay. And she was like, uh-oh. She was scared.
I did. I'm like, uh-oh. And Cody's like, do not lie to me. And I'm like, okay. And Cody's scary when she's like that. Very scary.
Well, this is why I was good at my job when I was doing loss prevention. Yeah. And she told me the truth. I give Wendy full credit. She didn't even hesitate. She told me the truth right off the bat. I did like ask a couple of questions, and she looked at me and she was like, Cody, you're not asking the right questions. I'm like, fuck. And I knew which question I had to ask. So I asked about the surgery, and she's like, nope, she doesn't need surgery. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm like, So, yeah. But she did. As soon as I asked, boom. And then I had to figure out how to tell everybody else. And I'm like, oh, people go freak out. I'm like, shit. So, yeah.
I shouldn't have been put in that position anyway.
You should not have. No, absolutely not. Holding on to a secret like that, knowing how badly everyone's going to get hurt. That'll fuck up your psyche big time, I can only imagine the stress and anxiety when he was.
I found out she didn't need surgery the night of the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Oh dear Lord.
And everybody was all.
So I was at the GoFundMe for about 2 minutes, and I had to walk away because I'd have said something.
That
upset me big time.
Yeah, it was very wrong. So wrong of them to put you in that position.
Now, I'm assuming, Kristen, because our email said that our packages were shipped due to being thankful for some assistance from Lenny and Jamie.
Yep.
Now, I sent plenty of money for my packages, so...
Yep. And I was told by Lenny that the reason that our packages had not been shipped was because nobody sent enough for shipping. I said, whoa, wait a minute. He goes, well, how much did you send for shipping? I'm like, I didn't have to send anything for shipping. I tried to give him money for shipping. Everybody on this panel tried to give him money for shipping from my package. He wouldn't take it. And he confirmed this in the back room of Cajun's back room, that he did not want any help with my shipping because I moderated for him, and thanked me for that, along with the little things that he throws in my box all the time, that he would pay for my shipping. So I was covered. Now, I know how much Tina had sent because Fluffy told her how much the package weighed. So then he told her how much the shipping would be. We double checked that, and he was accurate within a few pounds. So she sent that plus some. Willow, who mostly got her stuff when the auctions were free shipping, and then she bought a few things when it was plus shipping. She paid for that shipping plus a little bit more. So shipping for everybody's packages was absolutely covered. I told him the reason our stuff didn't get shipped is because the motherfucker went to McDonald's and spent our fucking money. Well, spent their money. Mine was covered. So he was like, oh. I'm like, And then he tells me how much my package is going to be shipped for. He goes, well, it costs 70 pounds to ship your package. I look at the receipt. It says 50 pounds, 11 pence. I'm like, who told you 70 pounds? Because it says 50 on my receipt. So I don't know if he just mixed mine and Tina's up, because Tina's was supposed to be 70.
It was supposed to be 71 pounds.
Darlene, I'm doing okay. I met all your beautiful people, so I'm good.
Yep. The good thing about it is we met a lot of good people. We met Wendy and Toad. And I fully appreciate both of them, and I love them. And my favorite little Brit.
Of course.
So, yeah, more than enough was sent for shipping, but he spent it.
I don't know who said it, And I can't see who said it. Who said that they were getting food vouchers for Fluffy and Squashy were getting food vouchers for fast food restaurants?
They
Fluffy
did.
Fluffy did.
They did.
Because we asked him, we're like, you got no money. How can you go to McDonald's? He goes, oh, we get vouchers for that.
Yeah.
Calling you out on that one, dude. I live in the UK, dude. We don't get that. And we live on benefit, and we don't get it.
Wait, he's going to say Scotland's not part of the UK again. Which, by the way, he told
Scotland
me
is part of the UK.
he told me since I was the
It's
Google,
all the same
Google
benefit
queen.
system.
Wait, he told me since I was the Google queen, I should Google it. And Scotland is its own country, bitch. It's not in the UK. Well, bitch. Yes, it's its own country. And yes, bitch, it's in the UK. Suck your own dick.
She's already Googled it.
He can't bend over that far.
I already knew it was in the UK, but I Googled it just, to make him happy. Because I am the
Just
Google
to make
queen.
him happy.
Just to make him happy. I threw him a bone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because,
And
the
yes,
one who
Bella,
never gets any action.
In converted funds, no less.
Yep, they both
Which
said
is more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and he was buying more stuff every time he got, yeah. Thank you, darling. I love you too. Seems so weird to say that. It sounds like I just said I love myself, which I do because I'm awesome. But because in case people don't know, my legal, like on my birth certificate name is Darlene. So every time I say hi to Darlene, it feels like I'm talking to myself. And I do enough of that when I'm by myself. So, which is, I like Cody better. Yep, he was going to other auctions. We told him about that too. And then he started having other people buy him stuff.
Uh-huh.
They were buying stuff in his name, so he wouldn't get busted buying things.
Because we were always yelling at him. You just did an auction. You haven't shipped your shit.
What are you doing? Yeah.
What are you doing?
Susie's still gray. Didn't you make Susie blue? Poor Susie's not blue. But yeah, I mean, we met some awesome people. I mean, Christy and, Lee and thank you, darling. And Wendy and Toad and Little Brit. We met some really awesome people in the chats. And that's why we were upset when he stopped going lives, because we lost our little community that went on like all hours of the night. And that's why me and Tina started doing lives, so we could still have our people. Plus the people that didn't want to go to his channel because he was creepy. So, so yeah. Yeah, blocking people.
Just
Not
because.
cool. I'm telling you, Tim, talk to Conky. I don't think that Conky would have allowed you to be blocked.
I got through just fine on Conkies yesterday.
So did I. And believe me, if anyone was going to get blocked, it would be me and Tina. And Willow.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi, Bonnie.
Yeah, he also was giving people super chats. I remember that. Okay, Bonnie, go help the man.
Give him a whack upside the head and hard enough to put him to sleep.
Yeah, that was a big issue too, Darlene, is that he apparently was having his little buddy Liam buy stuff off of Wish, which is mostly stuff from China that is marked 925. It is not 925, and he was showing it and selling it as 925 after saying he was testing it. Apparently YouTube doesn't like Susie today because it's not turning her blue. Weird. So, yeah, because the Treasure Hustlers got nailed for that, too. My crazy girls bought a crap ton of silver from him and paid a lot of money. They did get their items. None of it is sterling, and they paid for sterling. I was there when they bought those.
I don't know why it didn't take. I'll try again.
You're trying, Susie. So, yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people had that issue, Bonnie. So, I mean, the ring that Linda bought, the dragon ring, that glows in the dark. Thanks to Kristen, we found that on eBay, listed from $1 to $7. It is not sterling in any way.
Yeah, it's a great day to do, Susie. I don't know why it's not working.
YouTube on it.
But it does glow in the dark. So I'm going to still keep it and look at it all the time. I'm going to put it on a quarter, a chain or something and hang it in my craft room. And I will look at it all the time and go, my Linda bought me that. She paid way too much for it because all of the stuff at that point was starting at $25.
Yeah.
That ring isn't worth more than $8.
Because it was supposed to cover shipping.
Yeah, it's supposed to cover shipping.
Supposed to.
You know, shipping for things he never shipped. But no, everything, he started everything at $25 plus shipping. Oh, whoops. Earthquake. It was a Cody quake.
Yeah.
So yeah, he had all this stuff starting at $25 plus shipping. So she, you know, the initial price of the item started at $25, and she was like, she won the item for whatever and said put it in Cody's box. And I was like, yay, dragon ring that glows in the dark. Now I know it's not sterling. I will still cherish it because Linda bought it for me, and it is a pretty cool design. I wish it was sterling. I may have to work on something like that because I can saw metal, so I may have to work on kind of recreating sort of the design and finding that glow stuff and putting it in there. And then I can wear one that glows.
Yes, it is.
It is. Especially when you give it a little boost, darling.
And there's, you know,
Carmen and I are very good friends.
You know, there's 3 or 4 of us on the panel. And I love my title. Bitch is my title. I earned that motherfucker.
Yeah. That's with a capital B, asshole. So, So yeah, so obviously it's not going to go away.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Kathy. He might have sold it to Jesse, but did Jesse actually fucking get it?
Probably not.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, all them sneakers and whatnot.
Yeah.
There you go, Willow.
So yeah, doesn't look like it's going away, does it? Nope. You know what? It got shuffled under the rug when he said he was going to make good on everything, and he didn't make good on anything. Plus, he fucked up even more. He kept fucking up, and the term "fucking up" is kind of like it was an unintentional thing, and we know he did it on purpose. So It wasn't really fucking up; it was being a fuck up.
Yeah.
Wait, Cody. We're bullying though. We are bullying, so we need to stop.
Yeah.
Bully this.
Ma.
Twice.
What?
Bullying is when you dominate someone. Bullying is when you dominate someone in order to feel better about yourself or to change their behavior. Bullying is what Fluffy did when he told me I had to behave on my live or we weren't going to get our packages.
Now you know that weren't going to happen, don't you, Fluffy? Cody,
Yeah,
behave.
you know better. I told him, I was like, mm-mm. And even Cajun was shocked that he tried to do that. I'm like, yeah. After him and Lenny left the back room, I looked at Cajun and I said, watch my live now. He just started laughing.
Just a little.
It's this one.
No, I was talking to Darlene. Just a little.
Yeah, photos can be deceptive, Wendy. I'm just saying. But yeah, you can't intimidate me. I am not. It's been tried by bigger and better than you, and it still didn't happen. So no, it's not going to happen at all. Not in this fucking lifetime. Threatening me with slander lawsuits. Come at me, bitch. I told you. Stop flapping your cocksucker and fucking do it. You know? And nobody's contacted me about it.
My husband in the chat, man.
You go, Tim. Now, no fat shaming, Tim, okay? You can call him a dumb fucker because obviously, but no fat shaming. That's not nice.
He doesn't matter about fat because
Tim, I love you.
he's fat, we're fat, and he knows it.
I'm fat.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, you're huge. Shut up, Wendy.
Kiss my white, wide ass. You are not fat.
Okay, I eat like a fat
Oi.
person.
I will leave that one to you.
Fuck. Okay. The reason I don't talk to you is because you pull toxic, crazy crap on people. You go on rants and you rip people apart and you fuck with their lives, and I don't need that in my life. So that's why I don't talk to you.
And she just broke her own.
I did. I broke my wall of silence because I have said that if people ask me a question, I will answer it honestly, and there you have it. And I think that about covers it, so I'm not going to expand on that, so don't ask me another question. Just roll with it. It's not a big deal. But if you go on a rant on your channel about me like you do with other people, it's not going to be fun with that little game. Just saying. Just putting it out there. So just let it go. Not everybody has to get along with everybody. And if it was somebody in person that I didn't want to deal with or have anything to do with, I wouldn't talk to them either. And awkward silence.
I was just waiting to make sure it was all clear.
Yep, I'm
So-
done.
Phenomena.
But yes. Yeah, darling, he's just a hair pest, I would say.
Yeah.
Just a hair.
Well, no,
And it's not so
not.
much the fact, I mean, yeah, he's pissed about the situation for the four of us on panel, but he's pissed off about everybody and
Yeah.
the entire situation.
Yeah, it's not just, I mean, the whole, welcome back,
Hi,
badass.
Amy.
Welcome back, Amy.
Hello.
It's not just about us. We are pissed off on behalf of other people. And the fact that he didn't follow through, and he's a big fucktard, and I don't honestly ever see him fixing anything. I don't.
No.
He'll never make all of this right.
No.
He wasn't man enough to be honest to begin with. He isn't going to be man enough to man up to his fuck ups now.
Amy, in case you can't see the chat, Susie says, "Hey, Amy."
Hey, Susie.
I mean, who knew Cody had it right all along? Waving the little pinky.
And so it begins. I knew that was going to happen. Yes, Kim.
So
I'm laughing at Tim calling him a dumbass.
Amy, Darlene said hi again.
well,
And Kristen said hi.
Hi, Darlene. Hi, Kristen.
but
Yeah. totally the same. I knew that was going to happen. All I can say is don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
But anyhow, on to other things. But yeah, I did get both packages. Like I said, there was the one I did finally get my Funko Pop after over a year.
Yay!
Box is in meh, not as good a shape as it was when I first saw it over a year ago.
Yeah.
The uncurated package of jewelry
Uncurated.
had some decent jewelry in it. But the package itself, as I've stated before, I have cats, so I know that cat hair gets into everything. It doesn't matter. So there was cat hair in it, but there was also, cigarette ashes all up in it. And then once I got to the very bottom of the bag, there was, sesame seeds from off of like McDonald's, etc. Unless I buy sesame seed buns for here at home too. So anything is possible.
Well, the fact that there were ashes in it and he knows you quit smoking quite some time ago is just rude in itself.
Yeah, I don't smoke. I quit smoking back in September.
Yep. She's doing really well. I'm proud of her.
Yeah, I'm doing really well. I've gained 20 fucking pounds.
But your lungs are cleared out, so it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Love you, Tim.
Oh.
Bless you.
Bless you.
What the fuck kind of sneeze was that?
That was a stifle.
You sounded like a little tiny mouse. That was so cute.
That was a stifled sneeze.
He's my son sneezes. I can hear him 3 houses away.
Darlene's having surgery in 3 months. I hope it's something major. I mean, all surgery is major in one fashion or another, but
Darlene has to have, I believe it's a stent put for an aneurysm or something in her brain. I think. I believe that's what she said on Victoria's show the other day.
Oh.
Yeah, scary.
That's scary. Very
And
scary.
you're on my candle, Darlene, so I love you, girl. And everybody's thoughts are with you,
Definitely.
Yeah, it's brain aneurysm. She's got to have a stent put in.
That's
Now, is it a stent or a coil?
Probably both.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I remembered correctly, because sometimes even my memory goes.
Can you say all my names today, Cody?
Huh?
Can you say all of her
Can you
names?
say
Badass, hotness, ninja, drifting beast, baby.
Don't forget to add listing monster.
Listing beast.
Listing beast.
and
Oh, I thought you said thrifting beast.
My baby girl. Mine, not TG's. Don't say it, TG. Yeah, Robin had a coil. That's why I was asking, because sometimes they do stent, sometimes they do coil, and I am not real familiar with the intimate details of aneurysms in general. So
The reason I say both is because she had a coil put in her brain and a stent put in her wrist. Robin did.
well, they put stents in through your wrist or your groin. That's how they get them to where they need to go. Because I have a stent in my heart. Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Busted again. What the hell? No. She's a listening beast, which means she's fierce. It's a good thing.
Yes.
I
Don't
just
be
come from the
naughty.
Beast family over here.
Kevin, chill, buddy.
Yeah, and her I call her dad Beast Man, so it fits.
It does.
It does. It's okay, Kevin. Lurker.
But yeah, like I said, it's just all craziness. But I needed to vent a little bit more about, the resident thief. And the fact that, yes, I did receive my stuff, but I'm still pissed off at the fact that, other people have not received stuff and it's been forever and he has not fixed it. And I'm still not happy. And the fact that, the GoFundMe was a fraud in the fact that she did not need a surgery. And it's just, it still pisses me off to no end.
Yep.
Well, that's just fine, Kevin. I always say it. You don't have to chat, say anything. My rafters always need, people to sit in the seats.
And we always appreciate you being here, Kevin.
Exactly.
We do.
Although I do miss your voice.
I miss Sugar Tits.
I do. We need a reprisal of Mr. Twigs and Berries, though. He needs to be brought back from the dead.
So zombie Twigs and Berries?
Sure.
Mm.
But, nope. So, imagine that. A guy up there that looks like Shrek.
Yeah.
But
We
when you
figured.
got that,
Okay, Darlene.
not a problem, Darlene.
See you in a bit, Darlene.
Bye, darling.
Ah, you're having a cat.
Yes, I am.
Marty zoomies.
Cat races are happening. What the hey?
Well, it is the Indy 500 weekend, if I remember correctly.
I don't know. I don't need to keep up with those kind of races. I have them in my room.
That's what I'm saying. They're having their own.
Yeah.
Is that it?
They don't need a car. They got paws and claws. They're good.
Paws and claws. They don't need wheels.
Either way, they got traction.
A lot of traction, usually across me.
Oi.
Got the scars to prove it.
I look like I was like Edward Scissorhands, like shaved my legs or something. It's horrible.
Susie, type again. See if it took.
You might try doing top chat and then back to live chat, Susie. That might make it show up. Sometimes when YouTube is glitching. I learned that one from Cody.
Phenomena. Close enough.
Hey, it worked.
Yay.
She's Smurfy now.
Right?
My dog sounds like she swallowed an alien. Her belly gurgling. Tim.
Damn, my husband is on a roll.
Yeah, he is. Get it all out, Tim. Don't suppress those feelings. It's not healthy.
Let her rip, Tim.
Oh, he likes to do everything in back rooms.
Kristen, I would definitely let Johnny Depp near my legs any day of the week, except if he had them fucking gloves on. Mm-mm.
I also think he wanted to talk to me behind the scenes of YouTube.
What, Wendy?
He also wanted to talk to me behind the scenes of YouTube.
He did. He tried to get Wendy to talk to him privately to work things out.
Oh, yeah,
to work things out.
He just wanted to ream you without witnesses.
What is there to work out?
Yeah.
You lied to me, dude. You wanted me to lie for you.
Kevin,
It's
he
not
would
what
be
a 5-year friendship is.
Kevin, he would be referring to the Shrek-looking dude in the rafters.
Yep.
Yeah.
The cunt faces, Kevin.
I love it when she says that.
I think it's the accent.
Mm-hmm.
You think?
Definitely.
Oi.
Ooh.
Oi.
Tim getting saucy. But he won't. Wes tried to get him to come on my channel. All he had to do was hit the
Where
link.
the hell is Wesley?
I don't know.
There must be an auction somewhere.
But yeah, Wes told him, he called him out because Fluffy tried to get Wes in the back row, but Wes was having none of it. He's like, no. He goes, you better talk about it. You're going to do it with witnesses. He goes, we'll do it on a live. He goes, come on Cody's live. He volunteered my live, which was fine. But Fluffy's excuse when he was in the back room with me, Cajun, and Lenny was that he couldn't come on live because he would lose his temper and say things he didn't mean.
Usually anger, you say things that you mean, kind of like when you're drunk.
Yeah.
So that makes a difference. Just because you're afraid you might say something that you don't mean, then don't fucking say it.
Yeah.
Say what you do mean.
He said that he
maybe we would actually hear some truth come out of his mouth at that point.
Yeah, right. I'm not even involved in this, and I still know that's not going to happen. The guy's been lying since the beginning.
Fucking Kevin.
Amy, I love you.
Oh shit.
Oh dear.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Oh my goodness.
Kevin just made me laugh so hard I cried.
I had to roll backwards on that one. That was horrible.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
I love you, Kevin. And don't let any rumors start about that, right?
Mm.
Oh, that was awesome. Oh my god. Okay, I think I'm okay. Yeah, Kristen, now I gotta pee.
4:32, stay good. Oh my goodness. Oh, I got the papers.
Well, it can't be Monday because Monday's a holiday. Oh, shit.
So that would be Eastern.
The love boat.
Oh my word.
Happily making matches on YouTube.
Oh goodness.
Victoria was talking about doing a meetup on a cruise. I'm like, I don't think she knows what she's in for if she does cruise.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Stuff is moving in my room now without any help. That's kind of freaky.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm up there with Kristen. I'll be right back.
Giggled up a pee.
And speaking of Victoria, oh my golly. Had to be done. Oh, Tim, wow. You must be very special. Yeah, Kevin is very busy having all these affairs with all these alleged people, alleged affairs with alleged people. Honestly, I've not heard any rumors, just saying. But you go, boy. Isn't it nice when people's imaginations have you getting more action than you actually get? It's like my life is much better in their head.
More adventure too, because some people, they have to drive to the people.
Right?
Right. Like,
Yeah.
not going there today.
What's going to be really awesome is if they had me walking to someone. She walked 10 miles to get there. That was me.
It's funny.
People are so stupid. You stupid. What's up, Squeaky? My baby doesn't feel good. Poor puppy. Oh, Kevin, how's Hudson? I always ask how Hudson is doing. Yeah, write it on your appointment book, Tim. Make sure you guys, write it in your calendars and all that, and coordinate. And this is how rumors start. Wendy, you talk too much.
I didn't do it. Didn't do it this time. It wasn't me.
It's you and your fibbing, you lying. That's what got you everything started. Look what you did. Patrick. Hey, Patrick.
Hey,
Tina would make you do, but she left her computer for a moment. But hi, Patrick.
I will apologize for telling people the truth. I am sorry for telling people the truth.
Never be sorry for telling the truth.
I know. How dare you? Oh, Tim. Yeah, Kevin, don't break Tim's heart. It's just not right.
I don't think that's what you have to worry about getting broken.
Hey, Patrick.
Well, we know Kevin's going to be the daddy in that situation, isn't he?
Ooh, a car show. I do like car shows.
I hate car shows. Do you know how many car shows John dragged me to? My husband dragged me to car shows. John dragged me. This is a problem with dating mechanics. They drag you to car shows when you don't care. Okay.
I always wanted to go to car shows, but my dad would never take me.
Wait. Kevin wants me to say that word. Cunt faces.
I love that. Yeah. I told him, I said, you better check and make sure there's a 69 Mustang Mach 1 there or I'm not going. There had to be a 69 Mustang Mach 1 or a 68 Camaro RS SS with hideaway headlights or I was not going. So they were all lie to me and tell me the cars were there and they weren't. They were never there. Assholes.
See,
Okay, you
Kristen,
said hi
I'm
to
the
Patrick, who
person,
is
and I
that?
will apologise for telling the truth, but they can't apologise to everybody for what they've done to them.
Right.
So,
Patrick is a regular on Tania's music nights. And
Okay, I was on with him the other night. So hi, Patrick. I know who that is. He kept saying I was quiet.
That's the guy. Yeah, that's the guy with the sexy radio voice.
Mm.
And everybody wants him to read them stories. Usually with the guy, it's like, don't speak. You don't have to speak. With Patrick, it's like, you don't have to do anything but speak. Yeah, Amy
He's
got
got
that.
good voiceover.
Yeah, so he's been doing a lot of audio work for people on YouTube. He's got one for Larry and all of that. So, ooh.
Well, I know who you're talking about now, but when you just said hi, Patrick, I didn't know, like, there's more than one.
Tim, you need to stop and just take a breath. You know, that's one long damn sentence.
Tim's thumbs are going to cramp up. Damn. You're welcome, Patrick.
And then I'm laughing. Kevin.
I know. Kevin, I'm trying to ignore Kevin right now because my ribs can't handle laughing like that anymore.
Have mercy.
But yeah, so if there's anybody listening that wants really good audio, like little audio clips or anything, Patrick does a really good job. Really good job. And the women will love your channel if you do that. Just saying.
Hey, he did the on his channel. He's got the review for the chips. The one for the chips was hilarious. I loved it.
Okay. Everybody always, whenever Patrick enters a chat, everybody is always like, "Oh, it's the sexy radio voice guy." I got a new one for you. It's the sexy panty melting voice guy, because that's more accurate with what the reactions of women are when they hear his voice.
So. Yeah, the grippos. That was good.
Because Patrick, we're very graphic on this channel, so we say it like it's real.
Say it like it is. We don't sugarcoat it or PC it in any way, shape, or form.
Yep. Oh, Kevin.
We used twat waffle a lot, Kevin.
Yeah. They didn't use it until I said it, and then they wanted to know what it was, and I told them, and they've been using it ever since.
No, I've used twat waffle for years.
Oh, have you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, just don't get it confused with blue waffle, and no one Google blue waffle. Trust me on that. Take my word for it. You don't want to see that. No.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a deal on blueberry waffles,
No, it has nothing to do with blueberry waffles. But
if you do a search for blueberry waffles, you might end up with a few of the blue waffle links. So don't even look for those.
Yeah, don't.
I was just trying to give people a warning.
It's not good. It's not good in any level. The Mad Hornets are racing up and down my street again.
Again?
Crotch rockets.
I got four-wheelers out there, freaking crotch rockets. The Harley hasn't gone by yet, but I'm waiting for it because it's a really nice day, so he'll probably be cruising around.
Boop, boop, boop.
And just now, the phenomenon came up in chat, so I knew it was coming.
I saw it in the StreamYard. StreamYard is actually being faster than YouTube today.
Yeah, it was that way the other day, too.
It's like the space-time continuum has flipped or something. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim, give the fingers a break there from... Yeah, Susie gave the warning in Victoria's show before she did. Because Victoria's... Okay, for anybody who does not know where the actual twat waffle expression came from, you know the plastic lawn chairs that are really uncomfortable if you sit on, your ass sinks in them? They're like woven with just plastic tubing. Well, if women sit on those and they have either really short shorts or they're wearing a skirt and no underwear, it leaves a waffle pattern. So that's how you get twat waffle. So basically, your snatch is squished. You're a squishy snatch. I don't know. But anyway, that's where it came from.
Note to self, sanitize any lawn chairs that are done with the plastic tubing before you sit on them, or you're going to get twat juice. Yeah. Yeah. Because now that word is out there, I'm sure that there's a lot of women that are going to try and grab a mirror and go look and see if it's true. It's like, can you lick your elbow? I wonder how many people are trying that, Oh, God.
Well, I'm glad that the visiting cats are finally out of my craft room, and someone has been informed no more. My room. Well, catting, cat pie. And so hopefully this week we'll be able to start getting that set up for good. And I can get back to work. My torch is calling me. So I'm happy about that. Oh, and my son is not going to be leaving for possibly a year. This can change at any point in time, but possibly a year he'll still be here. So that gives me plenty of time to. I still want to start working on being able to put my own dog out. Okay, well, Tim's explanation can work too.
Yeah, whatever.
See, in the UK, that would be twat waffle, and it just doesn't have the same ring. Because they say twat, and we say twat.
Yeah, they enunciate differently.
Yep.
Aluminium.
We're Brits. What do you expect?
At this point, not much. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I couldn't help it. I love you. I love you.
Cody.
From some, I expect more. Others, not so much.
Yeah. I love you.
Don't ask, Susie. Just don't ask.
I couldn't help it.
Don't ask.
Susie, we don't worry about the whole see you next Tuesday bullshit. We just say cunt. This is not a bakery. We don't sugarcoat a damn thing here. Oh, that's not good, Susie.
Is it a rubber roof, a shingled roof, metal?
Hopefully not screen, because that would explain it. What is
Okay, I can't take this break anymore. I have to go so I can work.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't done any since any. Wow, English is hard. I haven't done anything since Thursday, and it's Sunday. So I'm going to go work, and I will see you all later.
Okay,
All right.
honey.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't work too hard. When you start feeling pain, come back and talk to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she will. She'll sit there and list after she's already hurting.
Probably
What
just had a shingle blow off in the wind, Susie. Chances are it can be patched.
Yep. She'll be working, but I'm telling you, she's listening.
Well, unless she's taking pictures.
And unless she is picture taking.
I don't know if she can watch YouTube and take pictures. I know she can't be in StreamYard and take pictures. Hi, Wendy. I love you.
I love you too.
Love you, Wendy. Out.
Love you, Willow.
Don't do it. Don't do it. No.
Always picking on the Brit. Always picking on the Brit.
Not picking on those, being earnest.
I'm expecting a Catalanche any minute.
Oh, is it the angel baby?
No, it's the other one.
Yes, hello, Sable. I see you there.
I have all these boxes piled up against the closet door, and they're not stacked neatly. My son just kind of threw them there, so they're all haphazard all over the place. And
Hello, Patrick.
Patrick.
Good afternoon, ladies. And how are you today?
Good, Patrick. How are you today?
I am very well. I wanted to come in and say thank you very much for those kind and lovely words.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. We do enjoy your intros that you've done for folks. And like I said, I do love the Grippos chips.
Oh my, yes, the Grippos is one of my personal favorites. In fact, just yesterday I went out and found some more sweet Maui onion. Oh, that's right.
And Patrick, just to let you know, even though neither me or Tina get a ton of viewers, we like people watching while we're live. we do usually get a lot of views afterwards. So if you want to drop your link or give yourself any promos, have at it, my friend.
Yep.
I tell you what, I will put in the aforementioned Grippos commercial because again, that's one of my personal favorites. If you
Cool.
don't mind, I will do that. That way you can all share in that yumminess. Those things are so addicting.
I've actually never heard of them.
They're a Cincinnati based company, so
Okay.
they're only really kind of, well, hi, Susie. Oh, my volume's a little low. That's just probably the way that I talk.
Susie was like, wait, my panties haven't quite melted yet. Could you speak up?
Well, now, if you've been to church this morning and, got all the good stuff that you need for the week, let's go and make it a bad week.
Oh, yeah, that's more fun.
All right, let me see here.
You know what's funny is John, my best friend who passed about a little over a year ago, his family was originally from Cincinnati. And if you've ever heard of Richardson drugstores,
Yes, I believe I have.
that's his family.
Okay, that's awesome. I always love when people ask me where I'm from because I can literally say I'm living on the air in Cincinnati.
Yep, WKRP, baby.
Yes.
That show.
All right, ladies. Well, I appreciate you letting me come on and drop a link, but I just wanted to show my appreciation. So thank you very much. You ladies have a wonderful day.
You are welcome. And you have a good day, too.
Bye.
Bye, Patrick.
Hi, Patrick. Take care.
Very sweet. Not only panty
I'm
melting
wondering
voice.
how many ladies from the chat and the panel are going to be making a ringtone out of that.
No. But he not only has the panty melting voice, but he's also a very sweet guy. He's very nice.
He is. He actually did a live on his channel here, I don't know, in the past couple of weeks. And I popped on there, but he was at work. So he ended up having to end it suddenly.
And to answer the question that everyone was interested in, Hotness can listen and take pics. She just can't be in StreamYard and take pics. So, of course, she's listening. She's always listening. Hotness is like Santa Claus.
She's everywhere.
She's everywhere. She's like, I see you.
But that's fine. We love our Hotness. Our ninja.
Yes, we do.
Yep, she's a sweetheart.
Yes, we do.
I suppose calling her a sweetheart, Kevin's going to pop on here. Don't you be calling her that.
Well, but she might. She really doesn't like pet names all that much. But you might be able to get away with it. You never know. We'll see. If she's like, Willow, don't do that, you'll know.
Well, it was a true endearment because I rarely use the term sweetheart.
It's true.
I mean, very rarely.
No, Karen just thought when I call her a beast that it was negative. So it's not negative.
YouTube royalty, huh?
No, girl to girl,
Well,
calling a woman a beast it's empowerment. It's
Yeah.
Yes.
Strengths. Yep. See, there you go. Will. You can get by with it. You're good.
Awesome.
As he walks in and says, "Mana mana."
Mana mana.
Boop boop doop doop.
Mana mana.
Boop boop boop.
Mana mana.
Boop boop doop 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 boop boop.
Love you, ladies.
Love you too, Tim.
Love you too.
Tina's over there like, fuck off. It does, Patrick. Now, what you have to worry about, Patrick, is when women want the voice things and they want you to like refer to yourself as daddy, okay?
Then that's a problem.
It's either a problem or you've got yourself a date. One or the other, whichever way you want to go.
Yeah. Boss bitch. There you go.
You are. Definitely. Now we got another title we got to add to it. Jeez. Stop it, Hotness.
You got a mana.
Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Tina's face, she's like, stop it.
Let Patrick. Yeah, no.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, strongly dislike.
I'll be back. I need
That's
to
not a
eat.
term that you'll hear come out of my mouth, Patrick. That is not in my vocabulary.
I'm going to stay out of that conversation. It depends on the person. That's all I'm saying. And my mood. Oh. But she is. She's like Beast Jr. because her dad is Beast Man. It fits and it's an empowerment. And, well, Kevin, I love you, but I'm not going to stop. So.
Get over it, dude.
Just gonna leave it alone. That is not my argument. I did not give her that title. I gave her Ninja.
Yeah, I gave her the listing beast. That was all me. I'll own it.
Between women, that is a powerful phrase.
Yeah,
It is.
Hotness is
At
not
most respects.
somebody that Hotness is not somebody that would play that way. She'd be like, I got you.
Yeah, me neither.
Kevin,
Me.
by the way, Patrick, Kevin is another one that people want to just talk to him because his accent is awesome and his voice is amazing. So a lot of people are like, Kevin, we don't care what you say, just talk.
Well, I always say I miss your voice because he doesn't show his face. So it's
Right.
like, so I don't say miss your face.
Right.
Miss your voice.
Notice someone's talking more like she's from Massachusetts right now.
Shut up. And yes,
And
I do tell
me.
Cody, shut up.
I'm such a bad influence. Yep, there's Tim's channel. Oh, it looks like it's time for Budweiser sermons.
They're running.
Well, they were partying out there until
They
after
were really
midnight.
late yesterday.
She said, shut up. She did.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, Patrick, I understand. My favorite thing, well, one of my favorite things in a movie was in Mr. and Mrs. Smith when Angelina Jolie gets thrown through a fucking wall and he goes, who's your daddy? And then she beats the crap out of Brad Pitt and throws him through a wall and goes, who's your daddy now? I'm like, yes, best line in the whole movie. Sorry, but it was.
Who's your daddy now?
Who's your daddy now?
That's funny. It's been a while since I've watched that movie.
Yep. And the Chihuahuas.
Yip, 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 yip.
And there's like 2 or 3 of them out there. So it's a Chihuahua serenade. I'm like,
Can't say hate, but I am not a fan of the little ankle biting rat dogs.
Chihuahuas are not my favorite. Individual Chihuahuas, some of them, yes. But as a whole breed, no, not my favorite. I like big dogs. And English bulldogs, because even though they're not they're considered a large dog because of their weight, but their aura is big. So some of them do, Patrick. Mm-hmm. There is a whole genre out there that you have not explored. I wouldn't do it if you're not into that.
No.
But there are. It goes both ways. At least it's equal opportunity, right? Yeah. Kevin just launched everyone else.
I wonder if they're, do they got bungee straps?
Ducking.
Patrick's like, nope. Okay then. Righto. Yep. Yep.
Well, yeah, Tim, but you're not calling me mommy. Hello.
No.
There's a difference. I don't call you daddy. Hello.
Okay, like Mike Pence, not to bring politics into it, but Mike Pence referred to his wife as mother in public.
Daddy Saga.
Actually, my parents used to do that.
Daddy Saga.
It's an old school thing.
Yeah, but
Drove me
people
nuts.
don't. I know because my father referred to my mother like that sometimes, like yes mother or something. Yeah, but it was a parental issue. It wasn't like out in public. He's talking to people and says, "Well, I have to ask mother."
My
That's a psycho thing. That's like psycho. You know,
Well, it's
Where's
also
the-
just old school.
Yeah.
okay, Kevin. So
What the hell?
that was not a firework. That was shotgun.
Oh, looky there. Look what Patrick put in.
Gunfire. He does. No.
Don't answer that, Patrick. Just don't.
Kevin is literally going to make me pass out from laughing today. And he's not even on the panel.
It doesn't have to be. Swear, doesn't have to be. Just
doesn't.
type.
What's
Because we
messed
can
up
hear
is
it in our head.
every time Kevin types, I hear his voice in my head with the accent and everything.
Holla. Yep.
Okay, even my dog is looking around, and I heard the neighbors out there were like, "Oh," you know. I don't know actually how close that was because where my house sits is like towards the bottom of the hill,
Mhm.
so I have an echo factor, and there's streets behind us, and could have actually been from anywhere. But neighbors are still walking around outside, so
Yeah.
then again, that wouldn't make a difference in this neighborhood. Gunfire goes off, everybody comes outside.
I know.
So
Yeah, we don't do that
Oh,
for gunfire around here, but we do for tornadoes.
Get right.
that was really loud. It was really loud if you guys heard it.
That we hear it. Hell, I hear gunfire, but sounds like gunfire around here too. And I'm like, okay.
Well, we get the wannabe gangsters that are shooting off handguns and stuff and rifles, but that was definitely a shotgun. Yeah, no, I don't think so, Kevin. Those, yeah. Hey, Wendy, welcome back.
You forgot the milk duds, Tim.
I can't with these two. You have to make it chocolate pudding and throw in a bunch of milk duds. Oh my god.
Just saying.
Man, he said mud wrestling, so I guess chocolate pudding would work.
I said mud wrestling before, but
I always figured Jello, but you know.
Well, the neighbors at the very far corner where the little old lady used to live are apparently having a party, but they're very quiet, and I don't even see anybody outside, although there is a really big backyard over there. But there's like 5 or 6 cars on the street. My street is very narrow. If cars park on either side, you can't get through. We have to catty corner everybody, you know? But they're all lined up right in a row. Luckily, nobody parks on the other side.
yeah, we had the same problem on our old street.
That's
They
two.
made it parking on one side because of it.
Now, I would say that's really loud for a shotgun, too. I would say it's artillery fire from the...
You sure it's not fireworks?
I'm pretty sure. Unless they're really, large charges. That's not regular fireworks. And it's louder than an M80. Those are more like half sticks.
Tim, I'm going to turn you gray.
Even my dog is all parked up and looking out the window, and Last night with the fireworks, she was shivering and hiding. So this tells me it's a different sound to her than fireworks. My dog's pretty smart. It's still the same distance, though. It hasn't gotten any closer, but if I start hearing sirens, we'll know. Never a dull moment in this neighborhood. Tim trying to get me in trouble, too. You know I can't resist the boop boo boo doo.
Boop, boop, boop.
She's going to boot us off the panel.
I didn't do it, Ma.
I love you, Tina. I love your whole big bear bunches. And that's a lot of bunches. Tim, time for me to fly. See you later. Wendy, finish the phrase. Stupid. Say the word, Wendy.
Patrick ran away.
Oh, man.
Stupid.
Yeah, good
No,
face.
Kevin, I don't swear.
Quit your lying. Do
That's a lie.
Do it for Kevin.
Cunt faces. I was just about to reply to that, Toad, and I'm not going to. Yeah, you don't get a whole lot.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Kevin, you scared Patrick away.
Oh, I highly doubt that.
Patrick
Hey,
said,
Onyx.
"Can't go on that channel anymore. They tried to get me to mud wrestle."
I tried to warn him.
I don't know, kids.
Cat, your tail in the ashtray when I have a lit cigarette in it is not a good plan. Control your ass.
See, told you. Working and lurking.
I'm working and lurking.
It's what most people do, work and lurk.
Mm-hmm. We're good with that.
Yep.
Cat, you are very needy right now. I'm busy. What? She's like a little kid when you get on the phone. Mommy, 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 mommy. But wait.
Yeah.
I
Go
have
play.
to do that.
My dog just went on alert. They must have the puppy out next door. They have a little Rottweiler puppy, but I don't think it lives there. I think it comes to visit on weekends. Go bother the dog, Cat.
Joint custody or something?
Well,
Grandpuppy?
yeah, I think so.
There's nothing wrong with grandpuppies.
Yeah, the puppy only seems to come over when the kids are over there, and that's on the weekends, so I think it's the kids' puppy.
There you go, grandpuppies. I like that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, or I don't know their family situation, so I don't know if they're like his kids that come to see him on weekends, or if they're his grandkids. I don't really have in-depth conversations with my neighbors.
I
But
understand.
it's the guy that's nice enough to mow my lawn when he mows his. Oh, Kevin. No, go back and bug the dog. Stop me.
I mean, I do know several of my neighbors. Know them.
Well, I mean, I talked to Donnie, but every time I talk to him, he keeps offering me weed, so and pie and Xanax.
He wants you to quit smoking cigarettes.
I know.
You know.
Miss Needy is back. Last night, the fireworks actually scared her. They didn't scare Marty, but they scared her. She went under my table, and I kept hearing stuff moving under the table. I'm like, what is going on? And I look, and she's under there looking at me. I'm like, oh. The noises scared her.
Yeah. But yeah, it's nice. Said he wants you to quit smoking cigarettes. They're bad for you.
Yep. Much better for me to be high and hungry and horny all the time. Well, I
Right?
can't do anything about two of those things.
Yeah, food's in short supply. And, the other.
It's about to be in more short supply.
And then, I'm just going to leave that one alone.
Yeah. That's an ongoing anxiety.
No, that's frustration.
Well, that too, but it's more about anxiety about not being able to get anything I need this coming month. Anything.
I don't know. So what's next? I don't know, Timothy. What is next? I mean, come on. We had all three of our daughters here yesterday and both the grandchildren. I mean, so I'm not expecting any kids or grandkids today during the live. So,
Yeah, you got inundated with family yesterday.
well, they all needed money.
Oh.
Except for the eldest. The eldest, she gave me money to put in my bank account so that she could use my card to make a payment. So,
Well, that's okay.
but yeah, the others, they needed money. Not that's the way it works.
Yep.
Oh, well, you know where it's at.
We'll grace you with our presence, but it's going to cost you.
It's because you got yourself all worked up earlier.
Mm. Yeah, you get me worried when you do that. Calm it down.
I was trying my best to bite my tongue.
And you only need a hit or two. Make it last.
I suppose I should charge this thing, huh?
Which one? The views?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to give it a try.
Well, I'm smoking my last cigarette, so what the hell. And it's a pretty blue.
Yeah, it doesn't come in purple.
They suck.
In Cody's world, everything should come in purple.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a link to the purple store, okay? I just can't afford anything in it. I want a purple Rite Aid mixer. The stand mixers for the counter. I want one so bad. But they're like $600, so that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Aw, thank you, Patrick. We try. We try to be a very jovial place to be. A good
Unless we're pissed off. Then
Unless we're mad, then we can really. Ooh.
But we still make it funny.
Yeah.
Ah! It's magnetic. I was not expecting that. Because I can't see inside, and I thought they were like prongs, and I was just like, whoop, and like grabbed it. Whoa. Okay. Cody's having a moment. It's okay.
You're right, guys.
Okay. Don't laugh at me, Tim.
Well, I have never used the views, but I have been, before I quit, I considered it.
It is charging.
So, and I knew that I could order stuff online for it and also get good discounts and stuff too. So
They have 7 bold colors, 3 rich tastes, and 3 nicotine levels.
uh-huh.
This is all that came in there was one little card.
Mm-hmm.
Explore your options. If I go on there and they have a purple one. Okay. Charge in progress when it's solid green. And when it's fully charged, there's no light.
Yeah, hell hath no fury, exactly.
Device in use fades in and out. And battery low, it flashes repeatedly. Okay. But there's no like push button to activate it, so I assume it's just always active when you're using it.
I assume so.
Because, it doesn't tell me. There's like no information on it whatsoever. I'll have to go on the site and see if they have information on it.
But yeah, like I
Later.
said, it was the one that I looked at the most when I was going to,
Yeah.
do that. So I was like, that works. And of course, we got I think we picked up the low.
Yeah, the lowest one, 1.8%.
Yeah.
That's really low.
But
That's like an ultralight, but it's good though because when you first start using the vapes, they kick your lungs ass. So
yeah,
it's all right.
Didn't want you to have that experience that you had with that first vape oil.
Yeah, peanut butter review. There you go, Tim. This one didn't do that. The little vape that I got that I can put the juice in. This one actually worked okay. So now I have 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good.
And then whenever our ninja sends her package, you'll have the other one that she sent it.
Yeah. And that one has refillable cartridges. You can refill the cartridges. So then I can just bounce around and get various juices.
Yep.
Okay, Patrick.
Awesome. Dang, this dog is snoring up a storm in here.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kristen, they do that. They do that at first. Mine did that too. But the vape pen that I got that was like this big around, it was like huge. The damn tank leaked, and when I pushed the button, like this one, hold on. It's got this little like silicone cap on it, so I gotta take that off first, and it gets stuck. My fingers don't work right because of the nerve damage.
Oh, Claudia, next week,
What?
Toad's shipping your box.
Yay, my chocolate!
Yep, your
Woohoo.
box. Because you've been
Yay.
waiting longer than other people.
And I'm nicer.
You are.
See, with the vape pen that I got from Perfect Vape, which I'm assuming I'm not saying anything against the website Perfect Vapes. I think it was just that particular vape pen was defective. But when I pushed the button to activate it, you could hear it sizzling, and it like vape was coming out the top of it. I don't think they're supposed to do that on their own. This one, well, I got my cigarette going, but this one, I'm pushing the button. Hold on. You can see that it's lit up. Nothing, but don't do that when you're smoking a cigarette. So this one works correctly. The other one, the thing sounded like it was going to explode on the lowest setting and all of that. It was not good. I threw it away. Everybody was like, send it back. And I'm like, I couldn't ship at the time. So yeah, that wasn't going to work, but
right.
So this one works like it's supposed to. And this one, it's funny. This one was advertised as a personal aromatherapy device. on Amazon. I'm looking at them going, and I looked at the instructions that were on the box, and it said remove mouthpiece, and I'm like, why would an aromatherapy device have a mouthpiece? So yeah, they were just getting around the vape rules on Amazon, I guess, and so I bought it. And it's tiny, and the charge lasts for a really long time, and it only takes a half an hour to recharge it, so you're not freaking out too bad.
Yep. She used it yesterday during her live.
I did.
While she was waiting on her package.
Yes. So, and it works. It works well, and it's not such a hard draw that it puts that much. I mean, I usually when I smoke my cigarettes, I inhale shallow. I don't inhale all the way, like a huge deep breath when I smoke. So,
yeah,
it was okay. The first couple of times I used it, yeah, I coughed because you're putting like oily vapor shit in your lungs. I don't see how that's really much better than, smoking. So, but hey.
Yeah, I thought about getting Tim the CBD. That way he didn't get all the THCs.
Yeah.
It's actually.
Now, does Tim have a prescription for it?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, because a lot of medical marijuana doesn't have THC in it.
No. This is personal use.
Gotcha.
Which is legal in Illinois.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering because, if you're worried about the THC, the medical marijuana, most of it doesn't have the THC itself in it. Yeah, Kristen, the THC works better. Yeah, it does. But some people don't want their mind functions to be altered. It's one of the reasons I actually don't smoke. I don't drink that much either, and I never drink by myself. I mean, if I'm going to have my mind altered, I want it to be when I'm at a bar playing pool and having a good time. Or when I have a bunch of people around me, we can all be stupid together, I miss those days sometimes. At least I have fond memories from what I can remember.
Yeah. I miss going out some. I don't miss it a lot, but I miss it some.
Yeah. Well, there's just different phases in my life, and for the past 20 years, I haven't really had any friends, so I haven't really wanted to go anywhere. I mean, I like to go places. Like, John and I used to go places, but we didn't hang out with a group of people. And, the last time John and I went to a party with a guy that he worked with when we first got here, and he ended up push-kicking a guy almost through a TV because the guy said he was going to kill the fat bitch, which was referring to me because I had picked him up by the throat and held him against the wall because he was annoying me, and I told him to stop, and he didn't. So I made him stop. It was a mess. John almost broke his neck. It was not a good thing. So I said, okay, no more parties. And I think we went out one time after that with someone he worked with at TLE at Walmart. Mm-hmm. And that little Georgia hillbilly was fucking, he was no. No. He was nasty and kept trying to touch me, and I didn't like him, so no. No. Bad memory. I did have somebody at the club that we went to, total stranger, walk up and ask me where he could get cocaine. I'm like, I'm a fat girl. Do I look like I do cocaine? What the fuck? I don't know. I'm like, sorry, dude, I can't help you. Then I skunked him 3 times in pool and won $200. So, that worked for me. And then he didn't have any money for coke. So he was a little upset. But
it always does amaze me, though, when they come up to those of us with, poundage and shapes and figures, and they want to know if they can get, what I consider harder drugs. And I'm going, I'm fat, motherfucker. Do I look like I do crack? Hello.
Right. Patrick's poor cat. Sorry, kitty Kate.
You know,
You know.
I'm full figured. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm a fat girl. Do I
I was
look
accused. Okay, when we had the whole social service thing, the family that my daughter was staying with,
Uh-oh.
her friends family, and one of the
Welcome back.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You do! I swear, I'm literally crying. Oh my god, that's awesome! That is so awesome. Do I look like I do hardcore drugs? I'm fat, motherfucker. Oh my god!
and my work
I
here is
just
done.
had to
Thank you,
share
ladies and
that.
gentlemen.
I just had to share that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anytime, Patrick. Oh,
Hey, we're real on YouTube and in real life. You know,
yeah.
there's no shame in my game. Mm-mm. And I don't do coke. I've never snorted coke. I have smoked crack. I have never snorted coke. I don't put things up my nose. Well, we love you too, Patrick.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I didn't
You
feel
just
that he
never
should
know
be
what
doing
you're gonna
coke either.
hear.
That's why I didn't
Holy
feel he
shit,
should be
what did I
doing.
miss?
I didn't feel he should do coke either, so that's why I took his money playing pool. I helped him with his
Guilty when my
problem.
nose is my finger, people. Sorry.
I'm helpful. But yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
and
when well, Patrick, we look forward to seeing you.
Cody goes live usually on Wednesday afternoons and Saturday mornings, and I go live on Sundays,
Yep.
usually at 11:30 Central, 12:30 Eastern.
Yep. Well, when my daughter, my middle child, did the whole call DSS on me thing, she got to stay with her friends, which was her entire goal. Now they all sat down and tried to figure out how to keep her in their house, along with a DSS supervisor, social service supervisor, was in on this whole thing. Of course, knowing what would cause her to be able to be kept out of the home and in their home, she came up with the plan to accuse me of having something to do with methamphetamine. So the next thing I knew, I had like 20 people at my house, cops, DSS workers, animal control, everybody at my house, including undercover narcotics officers, knocking on my walls. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And they're like, we're looking for dead animals. I'm like, now mind you, the undercover officers had never identified themselves, and that's illegal. None of them had a warrant to come in my house. They just came in my house. So everything they did was illegal. But I was like, you're knocking on the wall for dead animals. Do you think they're going to knock back?
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm killing animals and shoving them in my walls and then doing drywall with it. I was like, get the fuck out of my house. Yeah. But I looked at them. I was like, what exactly is the accusation? And they're like, well, that you have a lot of methamphetamine coming through your house. I'm like, meaning I'm doing it or selling it? And they're like, well, the report wasn't really clear. I'm like, okay, look around my house. It's falling apart. If I was manufacturing and selling, my house would be a fucking palace. I was like, and if I'm doing it, look at me. Do I look like I do meth? And my house would be spotless because tweaking.
Oh my word.
I was like, y'all need to get the fuck out of my house. Get out now. I was so pissed off.
Oh Lord.
They made us do a hair strand drug test. John and I both had to go to a lab where they ripped hair out of our heads so that they could get the hair follicle and do drug tests to see if that test goes back 121 days or 120 days to see if we had done any drugs. We both came up clear. I was a little worried about John, but we both came up clear. And you know what? They still didn't give me my kids back. Even though we came up clear, they asked the neighbors. They went around and canvassed my neighborhood. Now, I lived kind of in the woods. They asked my neighbors if we had a lot of traffic coming to our house. They were like, traffic? Nobody ever goes to their house. They asked if anybody had strong whiffs of ammonia. They're like, no. The biggest thing that they're a pain in the ass about is their dogs barking when someone pulls in my driveway, which is actually helpful because then I know when someone's here. Yeah.
You gotta love those redneck doorbells.
Yeah. So,
And alarm systems, I'm telling you, they're great.
but, social services in the South, even though all the accusations were proved false, I still didn't get. They still wouldn't give me my kids. I'm like, because the more kids they have in the system, the more money they get from the government. So, yeah, it was a hell time in my life. But the stupidity of it all. I mean, there was no common sense used. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you again. One more time, we had to beat the demon out of her.
That's right.
That was Sis clear from the kitchen.
So, yeah, but I mean, come on, common sense. My house was falling apart. I didn't have the money to repair it. If I was dealing drugs, man, I would not have been living in that one. I would have replaced it long ago, So, yeah. Tim says he's going live at 3:30 Central, which is 4:30 on Tuesday, just for the hell of it.
My camera is moving all on its own.
I saw that. I saw that.
Oh, the dog.
I think I'm a little scared to go to Tim's live on Tuesday.
The dog was doing it.
I mean,
So,
Muddy Buddies.
Yeah.
You can have some champagne with that peanut butter chip.
I can still hear you even though you're
I
whispering.
know how crazy I am about it.
Yeah, Cody. She says whispering. We can still hear you.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
They say hi, Jen.
I got to bust on people like that. That was funny.
We can still hear you.
That's great.
Mama.
Tap, 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 tap.
Wasn't me this time.
No, that would be Jen in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She feeding the cats again?
Making her lunches.
Oh. Wendy, you talk too much.
Isn't the
I
university
actually
closed already?
was singing.
What? You had to mute why?
I had to mute. The toad was singing.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
That would have made a good ringtone. Just saying.
Wendy's like, fucking toad.
He was serenading you. Hello.
We were talking about burying himself in garden.
Well, because you said you.
What's he gonna do? Get naked and pose in your garden like a man?
That was the evilest cackle I've ever heard in my life. Aside from when Tina cackles, of
planning
course.
on moving, so I'm not having gnomes anymore.
No gnomes?
No gnomes, I'm moving.
Now, is this because it will be less expensive for you to live where you want to move to, or?
Yes.
Okay.
And will you be closer to Little Brit?
No.
No, she told me it was in the same area that she's in now. She had said that they have too much room. There's no such thing as too much room.
No, honey, there is not.
But economically,
Yeah.
We're technically only using one bedroom, and we only need a 2 bedrooms, and we're in a 3.
I would have
So
that
little
thing all set up.
Brittle's still have their bedroom, but
Okay. Where's all Toad's crap gonna go?
well, I didn't think of that, Cody, but you'll have to get rid of some.
Fuck off.
Get rid of that Dragon Ball Z poster. That's a good start.
That's the
And Cody, you take your dragon.
I'll take the dragon. It's my dragon. He's just dragon sitting.
It's just dragon sitting.
He's dragon sitting my dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really pretty dragon.
What dragon? I haven't seen a dragon.
I can't make Toad mad or he won't send my chocolate.
Pass me the dragon. I'm not going to send it, Cody. My box is going to be separate from yours.
Willow wants to see it, dumbass.
Willow wants to see
You
the
want to
dragon.
see it? Pass me the dragon. Pass it me now, otherwise I'll slap you upside the head.
Oh,
You'll get it back.
foreplay.
If he doesn't pass it to you, I'm going to wonder what he thinks I've done.
Well, you know what? He can get his ass over to the camera and show it himself then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willow wants to see it.
Just pass me the fucking dragon. I bought him a present because I thought he'd like it. He does like it. He does. I buy him good presents. See?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Make her
Oh,
big. Make her big.
Oh, pretty.
hold on.
See, that's
Wow.
my dragon.
That's beautiful.
It's mine. Toad is just dragon sitting.
It's pretty.
So pretty.
Did
I
they have a
hadn't
blue
seen it
one
but once.
or a green one?
What shop did you get that from?
I got it from Amazon, Ma.
There, now you got your dragon back, you big baby.
Yeah.
You can take my fig now.
And I didn't lick it or nothing.
Take good care of my dragon, Toad.
I got it from Amazon, Ma. I can send you a link if you want.
Wendy,
Okay.
just put it in my box when he's not looking. We'll just tell him that the dragon snuck in there because it wanted to come home. I love dragons, and it's purple. Of course, it's mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look. The light went out.
It's fully charged.
It's fully charged. Oh, it is almost gabapentin time. My hands are starting to freaking burn.
No.
I am never going to get this cord back in the box. It's a good thing I almost ripped out all the guts.
Tim,
return to the
so
box
there's a
now.
lot of crap.
I'll take the dragon. The dragon says it wants to come home to Cody. Dragon says, I want my mama.
Toad said you can. Oh. Baby.
I'm not trying. I'm not gonna try and get you laid anymore, Toad. Sorry, you're on your own.
Damn, Toad, quit being an asshat.
But still send my chocolate.
Tell you. Terrible.
Now these things are sealed in here like a motherfucker. They're like fucking when you get the fleece stuff for a dog. They're in these little foil pack things. Like what the hell? Okay then. Well, shit, they're magnetic too.
They wouldn't want to make it easy for you.
Oh, high tech and shit over here.
Hey.
At least I didn't have to put anything together. Like with that damn tank on the other one. The one that didn't work.
Yeah. That thing was a hot mess.
It was.
I mean, it was totally insane mess. And
Does it matter which? I don't know if it matters which way these things go in. But I'm not dying on camera, so I'm just gonna do this for a minute.
Okay.
It's actually not too bad. The first one, I didn't do that.
Yeah, but you're on camera now. Oof,
Right. It's not bad. The taste is like kind of like an off tobacco type of flavor, but that's not bad. And yeah, it activates like you can see the light this way if I do it.
Yep, I've seen it. Seen a lot of people use them. Listen, I've seen a lot of people
Of course.
use them.
So I guess it only activates when you draw on it.
Yeah.
Meh.
Nifty.
In the cup it goes. Hopefully that won't fly off my table. That would suck. You know what's messed up is I still want to roll cigarettes. Just because I'm used to having them in my hand. That's why I go through so much. That's why I go through so many cigarettes when I'm talking. Is because I'm used to the motion. You know.
And now you know why I always had a pen or something in my hand early on.
Yep. But that bothers my hands. So.
I did. I constantly had a pen in my hand. And
Okay, I'm going to cause an avalanche of bubble wrap right now because I have it all thrown up here, but... Ah, fuck.
no,
Incoming.
not a long time. Why?
My tube box just went upside down.
No! Please don't spill tubes all over.
Again.
I told you there was going to be an avalanche. I just thought it was going to be bubble wrap. I didn't think the thing I was grabbing was going to go crazy. Okay, there were messes in the box, but I managed to not drop any on the floor for me to have to hunt.
Cool. Bonus.
Yep. It figures only one piece of bubble wrap, Phil.
Mm-hmm. Were you working on sending me that link there, Wendy, or was you
No, but
looking at,
I will need to
or were you
explore.
looking at swings?
No, I wasn't looking at swings.
She already knows which swing she wants. This is what I was grabbing.
You don't want it, Callie?
No, don't laugh at them. Don't encourage it. Turd.
Wendy.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
Oh.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah.
Got the one there, he got you.
Yeah.
Cool.
I saw it on Victoria's and I was like, oh, I need that. That is mine.
Do you have more on?
And Larry LL Stash, whom is so sweet, got it for me. And Victoria sent it to me. And it's my Topaz. Topaz wants his dragon friend to come home. Yeah.
Get it.
Topaz will be going in my craft room. Because, I work with a torch and he's a dragon. Flames, Topaz will not be anywhere near the torch.
Yeah, let's not have that. He's highly, as much as he likes fire, he is highly flammable.
Yes, he is. But he's so cute. I love him. Even the cats are not allowed to touch my dragon. Not these assholes, man. They'll shred him.
But yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at my phone and I'm waiting and I'm like, okay, because I see Wendy and she's looking down. I'm like, so what? Are you sending me the link for the dragon or are you looking at toys? Hello?
Oh,
Swing.
find it.
She can't find it. Look in your past orders.
I have. It's not there.
Did you order it under Toad's name?
There's some
Under
really
Toad's account?
pretty dragon ornaments on the Amazon.
Rabbit hole.
Yep.
I've
I am
gone down
so
one.
good.
Oh my
Tina.
goodness.
Ah, here she goes.
Cody, look.
Make her big. Show me. Make her big.
Hold on.
I'm already on Amazon looking. There's a bunch of them like that are on geodes or fake geodes.
Oh, wrong person. There you go. I need that. That's mine too.
They got
My
one
poor
that
dragons are all stuck on Amazon. Yeah, I can't afford any of those. So
Rabbit hole. I am so good.
yeah, you are.
Mara found it.
Okay. She found it.
Hey, Wendy. Wendy, you're still big.
No.
We are evil. We are not evil. We are just wicked.
oh my god, that's adorable.
See? I don't know. Has Toad got you on Facebook, Ma?
Yes.
Huh. Done. Sent it you.
Okie doke. Yep. Got it.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Willow's got something to share.
Yay.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't that adorable? Here's his buddy.
It looks like Toothless. Mm. Mm.
Oh, that's cute. I love that they're holding little things in their hands.
Mm.
He's got a skull.
Yeah. Keep that one away from Linda.
Really? Definitely.
It's so cute. See, I can make stuff like that with polymer clay. There's an artist. I think she's called Dragons and Devotees or Dragon Devotees or something. And she does dragon art and she works with polymer clay and her dragons are gorgeous. And I wish I could afford one.
Yeah.
But she does them in all different sizes. She does Christmas ornaments, and they're amazing. And I have her on my Facebook. I have a lot of handmade artists on my Facebook. And they're not, a lot of them are polymer clay. Some are jewelry. Some are a combination. Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, that is. I've seen that one on the side. I'm like, ooh.
And then one of Jack's presents I bought him. Light Fury.
Oh,
Look at that.
Yeah,
Tina, look at what Wendy's got.
I see.
Yeah, but she's
Light
tiny.
Fury.
Make her big.
Aw.
Come on, Tina, get with the program here. What are you doing?
Hold on.
Dragon. This isn't a rabbit hole. This is a dragon hole.
A dragon hole.
So cute. It's like the little white one from Toothless.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Light Fury.
Yeah, it's the Light Fury.
Nice.
Pop vinyl.
Talon loves How to Train Your Dragon. Well, he did.
Yes,
I don't know
I
what he likes now because I don't know what Talon likes now because I haven't seen him in forever.
There. Are you better now?
Oh, Ma, Toad sent you the American link to the dragon.
Okay.
See, they got two different kind that are geodes. One of them's like a dragon egg and it's sitting in it, and then the other ones are like it's sitting on a cracked geode.
Yeah.
I see that. I brought you back up.
Cool. Thank you. So y'all gonna help me look at dragons, huh?
No, make him go away. I can't afford shit. Stop it.
You're going down a rabbit hole.
No,
The
it's
dragon
hole.
There's like a whole set of 12 of them. What they got here?
Oh, the minis.
I'm not looking.
What?
I'm not looking. People are mean.
I love dragons. Always have.
Me too. That's why you're mean. Y'all a bunch of meanie heads.
Could be worse.
What? You put up a bunch of pictures of Jason Momoa? Can't have that either.
Yeah, that would be way worse because yum.
Right?
Oh no, those look a little rough.
Yeah, those were not that pretty.
$10. Is it $10?
Mm-mm.
No.
They'll probably don't live in America.
Let me know when you find one you want to show us.
Okay.
All of them. Because it's how can we be a bitch to Cody today? No. It's my own personal
I'll buy
issues.
you a dragon and put it in your box from Wendy.
You already got me the. Didn't you give me the purple teddy bears, the purple bears, and the snow globe thing? So you already
Yep.
got me something. You already got me something.
But I
Wendy got
haven't
me
made him our box yet. Toad's done his box.
Wendy got me purple bears in a snow globe.
I went into a Lady Death mode as well.
I love you.
I love you too. I found quite a lot of Lady Death stuff with Cody.
Ooh.
Found.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And watched.
Cool.
I love Lady Death.
Oh my goodness.
Lady
Toad
Death
don't
is
want
one of those.
my stuff in his box.
Lady Death is one of those.
Wait,
Lady Death is an anti-hero hero. Lady Death is awesome, Patrick. If you ever look her up, her whole story started with medieval times, and her name was Hope, and her father's name was Matthias, and she fell in love with somebody, and he sent him off to fight his wars for him because it was back in like feudal warlord times, and he was sending off like all of his people to like die in this war, and it turns out that Matthias was actually Satan, and Lady Death's mother was actually an angel, so she was like half and half, but he ended up taking, I'm sorry, Hope's mother was an angel. He ended up
from
killing,
Evil Ernie.
yeah. Okay, never mind, you know who she is. It's so nice to not have to explain it. Yes, Evil Ernie with the psychotic smiley, me and John were going to get matching tattoos of that. I am like I have the entire first series of collector cards. I'm only missing like maybe 3 acetates out of the set. I have about half of the second set,
Just
and
be
I have
right back.
okay, and I have about a quarter of the first series of Evil Ernie cards. I do cards usually, not comics, although I take comics.
Do you want me to pull that up, Willow?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, that's cute. That's
It's
I
a
do
cute.
like
mom
that.
on the back, and she's kissing her baby.
Yeah, that's sweet.
It's cute.
Adorable. Okay, back to looking.
What's funny is I never heard resellers talk about Lady Death until I started going into auctions, and I would ask in the chat, "Hey, do you have any Lady Death stuff?" And people were like, "What the hell is that?" Then all of a sudden, everybody wanted Lady Death stuff, and I couldn't get shit. I was pissed.
Okay, so I believe we're talking about the same. You ladies are getting a rare treat. You're getting more than just Avatar Murphy right now, okay?
Ooh.
So I believe we're on the same page when I hold this up.
Oh my God! Yes. And it's purple. Patrick, you're like my
let me
new
make
favorite
it big.
person.
Hold on.
Patrick is my new favorite person. Yes, that would be her.
Yep.
This is my old leather jacket. I bought the leather jacket with my very first paycheck from my very first restaurant job, and then I had her customized about a year later.
That's sweet. That is just sweet. What's really funny is that my first job, I saved up all my money to get a leather biker jacket, and when I went to go get it, Wilson Leather didn't have it anymore.
Yep, that's exactly what this is. Let's see if you can see the tag there.
Yep, it's a Wilson.
It's a Wilson, so you know it's So I was like, wait, as in. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can pull this out. Hold on, just a second. And you guys are getting a real special treat this afternoon, aren't you?
Yeah, we're getting a tour.
Oh my
You
goodness.
have Elvira in your background.
Yes,
You have Elvira on your wall.
yes, I've met her. Seen
I
her
love
at a
her.
con not too long ago. Oh my goodness, there's so much crap I'm pulling out here.
I can see it.
I see it.
I see it.
Oh, you are heavy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Oh my goodness.
She's worth it.
Be careful.
Oh. Ah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is sweet.
The Lady Death Snow Globe.
Oh, you're my hero.
my.
You're my hero. I do have a poster that and I love Purgatory and Vampirella and all of them. I love them. I have a signed Lady Death poster that's signed by both Jason and Hughes. And Hughes.
Oh, got Hughes too. That is freaking awesome.
Yeah. Now I didn't get it personally. One of the guys that was doing auctions with us that I moderated for, he's a super rock star, man. He did security for all kinds of people, and he knows like everybody in Hollywood and the music business and all that. And he knows Brian Paluto.
All right, hold on. I need to take my headset off for this one.
Okay. This is awesome.
Isn't it? It's great.
It's so weird to know somebody. I mean, because there are a lot of people that will collect Lady Death, but they don't really know. I am going easy. This is easy, believe me.
Yeah. This one is. Oh my.
Uh-oh.
It's Show and Tell with Patrick Murphy.
Yay!
This Sunday on Whose Channel Am I On? Whose Channel Am I on?
Ma
This
Powell.
Sunday on Ma Powell's channel. Man, sorry about that.
That's all
All right.
right.
Good.
So, Lady Death.
Okay, now you had to tell me to go easy, Tim, because I collect the cards, okay?
Wow.
So, Patrick, my address is the Psychotic Smiley. I had Psychotic Smiley decals on my Firebird that went up in flames. I was so mad I lost all my decals. Oh, Evil Ernie. It's nice.
And then we'll just top it off. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Nice.
Nice.
Is that Julie Bell? Like, is that a real picture or is that artist work?
No, I believe that's artist work.
Okay. Because I know Julie Bell was the first model for Vampirella. And she ended up marrying the guy that painted the portrait, the first picture of Vampirella.
Nice.
Yeah. Louis Vallejo. And then he taught her how to paint. She started painting with him, and now they do artwork together. Their fantasy artwork is amazing.
You know, back in the 90s when I was running with the devil, we had shacked up together, and I remember when the Lady Death statue dropped, I said, honey, the Lady Death statue came out. And she's like, well, you better afford rent, I guess. And I said, well, I guess I'm sleeping on the couch.
Yep.
Unfortunately, while I do have the statue, she's downstairs still in box. She did fall, and I had to glue her arm back together. So if I do ever sell her,
that's a disclosure.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm not about scamming people. I'm very upfront and honest. Like, hey, this is what's going on.
Right.
It's kind of funny too. So, like, after I was running with the devil, and I started, getting around the block, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because I always had my toys, my figures displayed, right?
Mhm.
Right.
And so whenever I had a new girl over, I'd be like, okay, so now if you hear some like scratching in the middle of the night, don't worry. They're just trying to get loose. It's the only thing you have to worry about. And the way that the Lady Death statue, it's like the light came in the window just right on her.
Uh-huh.
And I had one girl just absolutely just like she got up and moved her. And I'm like, what are you doing? You do not touch her.
Right. Well, you can always tell what kind of girl you got by whether or not they walk in and see Lady Death everywhere and go, nope, out. That is no second date for them. If they sit down and go, wow, cool shit, then
Yeah.
keep them.
It's funny because I have a poster of the number one when she kind of went solo, and I had a big poster of that, and it always hung in like the entranceway to my kitchen, right?
Nice.
And I didn't think about this till my son probably got about, I'd say 8 or 9. I'm like, he's grown up with that all of his life. I should probably have a conversation with him like, okay, this is art. This is not how to portray people. Okay.
You can't go from Lady Death to a feng shui brass mini dragon dog saying turtle.
I wanted to see it real quick. I'm sorry.
That is not a transition that can be done. Sorry, Patrick. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's okay. It's just I had a conversation with my son, the older he got, and like, look, Dad does got some art displayed that probably I shouldn't have in hindsight, but at the same time, it was one of those like, let's sit down, have a conversation, and this is not how to properly portray people. This is fiction. People are people. So I just wanted to throw that out there as I'm not one of those like pervy. Well, I mean, I am. But.
Patrick, if I could, I would have Lady Death stuff displayed all over my damn house. Lady Death, Purgatory, Vampire, they'd all be everywhere. Okay. My house, my jam. You know what I'm saying?
I do have the figures somewhere now. I don't know where they are, but I will have to. I'm going through, and I'm just this is my plunge into my reselling. I'm downsizing.
Well, if you sell the Lady Death stuff, I'm broke, and I will not be at your auctions because I will cry.
Okay.
I've done it because Jerry, his Wolf Toy something. Wolf Toy 7, yeah. He had pictures of him with movie stars and all that. The man knew everybody, and like I said, he knows Brian Paluto, so he gets all the backdoor stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He gets all the stuff before everybody else. Brian's like, "Hey, check this out. What do you think?" Hello, and
nice.
he sold a lot of his. That's who got the poster, and he sent it to me for free.
Oh, that's awesome.
As a birthday present. I was like, oh, he made me cry. But then when he was auctioning Lady Death stuff, and I didn't have any money, and I had to moderate the auction. I was moderating the auction in tears. So I was a mess. It was bad. But yeah, I mean, he's going to sell his stuff. I get that. But
the one thing I will not sell is my leather.
Oh, no. Patrick, I will hunt you down and slap you if you sell the leather. Okay.
That is supposed to go to when my number's up and I check out. That's going to my son.
I was going to say, what size is it? I'll lose weight. It doesn't matter what size it is. No, that is a sweet jacket. That's very well done artwork too. I like that.
I mean, she still looks good considering she was done in '94.
Yeah, around '94 is when I started collecting. When she had been out for a little while, but it was still the first series on the cards. Mm-hmm. And my friend Rose and I, my ride hard or die bitch, man, we spotted those cards because we went to a card shop to get hockey cards for Rose's boyfriend because the man had a hard on for Cam Neely. So we went to get him hockey cards, and I went like, I saw the box, and I'm like, what is that? Yeah, and the guy was like, oh, those are just fantasy cards. I'm like, give them to me.
Now, what did you think of the? Do you know there is the animated movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think of it?
I don't know.
I'll be honest with you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I watched it a long time ago. I would probably have to watch it again because I used to have a lot of noise in the house, and now it's just when my son games that I can't hear a goddamn thing. He's a screamy gamer, very creative, but he's very loud. I have learned a lot more ways to torture and kill people because of my son. And I thought I knew a lot of ways, but yeah. But I would have to watch it again.
I gotta admit that the artwork that they used for the animation for the movie, it didn't live up to what I envisioned Lady Death to be in an animated world. It's like it worked for Eon Flux.
Yeah.
But not Lady Death.
But not Lady Death, yeah. I mean, because she's had such fantastic artists do her cards and her books and all that. You can't then go to something cartoonish, you know. Like there's a card of her that looks like a Cupid doll. And it was just that artist only drew one card and they were not asked back. But they did publish it, and no, she doesn't have eyes the size of dinner plates. I'm like, no. I did like the one. I did kind of like the one that made her look like Marilyn Monroe. That one was kind of cool. But still was not Lady Death. That was Marilyn Monroe dressed like Lady Death, you know. And it was well done, though. I learned about a lot of artists through collecting Lady Death cards.
Well, thank you for letting me geek out with you. I apologize if I took up too much airtime, but
no, you're fine.
So I got to get back to this. Trying to reset an iPhone here, so I'm still working and lurking, ladies. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye, Patrick.
That was really cool.
I might need a moment.
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought when he started pulling up stuff like that. I was like, oh god, Cody's gonna orgasm on a live.
Oh, I already did that. I'm kidding. I'm getting close, though.
There was definitely some heavy breathing.
A little bit of wiggling, you know, say. It's been a while. I was so distracted, I didn't even light the cigarette that I rolled. But you know what? Now I need it.
Afterglow.
Yep. You know it's good when the neighbors light a cigarette.
Uh-huh.
Hey, it's not often that I can actually talk to somebody who knows about Lady Death. Ever since Jerry disappeared.
Yeah, you got Lady Death dry docked.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning it's going to be fun.
I mean, people want to collect it for some reason. They suddenly wanted to start collecting it. I mean, me and Matt Romero were like, he's like, those are my shirts. Stay off my Lady Death shirts. So I'm like, bitch, I don't want your shirts. I want the cards. I don't, because Lady Death shirts don't fit me. I do have one because I got one from Jerry. Supposedly, Fluffy bought that for me. I don't know if he ever sent the money for it, but Jerry did send it to me. And as soon as I can afford to get like the shadow boxes type of things that they put sports shirts in, that shirt is going in there because it is way too small for me and it's for display purposes. So it will be going on the wall in my craft room. My craft room is going to be full. I got stuff on the walls already, and I haven't even gotten in there to put them on the walls. Luckily, you know, the Toxic Twins lit all kinds of screws in my fucking walls, but not in places that I need. So I have to take those out and put things in other places. But anyway, yeah. So, and then I have to have like a ribbon hanging down for all the pins people have sent me and different things I can attach to that. And because I don't want people to think that I'm ignoring all their prezzies, you know, because I appreciate everything anybody has ever sent to me. It makes me feel special. Why am I up in the top corner? Tina, we're all out of order.
Yeah, we got all discombobulated.
Thank you. Better. Okay, Wendy's in charge. We're all fucked. Hey, we can make it like what Wendy's live was. Hey, that shit got a lot of views on that Saturday morning chat I had. Oh my god, I can't believe
Are we talking about sex or spirits?
sex toys.
Oh, gee.
Remember when Kevin had all the questions?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had a hell of a lot of views on that. that line. I was like, holy
Ooh,
crap.
After Dark.
Oh, I love the ooh after dark. Rhonda and Amber do such a good job with those.
I have
Wendy
never
should
attended.
Wendy should go to them. She could find more toys.
Birdie. No.
Cody, no.
Why, do you have enough? You have plenty of toys? You all set?
No.
You all taken care of? That
No.
big badass fucking massager you got that looks like King Kong would use it?
No.
Vent knob.
Fucking thing was huge. I don't know. It's funny because Amber will be holding up like 6-inch things and 7-inch, and I'm sitting there going, okay, well, 7-inch is like an average date, and it wouldn't throw it out, but 6-inch, what is the point in that? I'm like, that's a date you throw back. You don't go for a second date with 6 inches. What the hell?
I'll be right back.
Then she grabbed out this 8-inch one. I was like, now we're talking. Hey, everybody has their preferences, I suppose. Bye, Kristen.
Hi,
Have fun at the
Kristen.
car show. Love you.
Have fun, Kristen.
And yeah, Patrick, there is no subject pretty much that is taboo, because I know Patrick's still listening. No subject is taboo. We'll pretty much talk about anything on our chats. Although
Yeah,
when we talked about it on Wendy's, Wendy went live one day and we had this interesting conversation about sex swings and lube and anal sex and things like that. And she ended up making that live private so nobody can see it. And she turned bright red and won't do any more lives with us ever again. On her channel, anyway. Notice she's here, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't have to be here.
No, she can leave. On her live, she has to stay.
Yeah, I have to stay on my.
Well, that, and it's probably not a good idea for her daughter to be able to see a video like that, which I hadn't thought about at the time, so. I still would have said the same thing. I just would have told her to make it private afterwards.
I made it private.
Yeah. You know, she still watches it secretly to laugh and be like, hey, here's some ideas.
When I'm having a down day, I do.
See? Because we love you, Wendy. It's all done with much love. And our hope that your sex life will be less than vanilla and you'll have some adventure.
Mm-hmm. Right, I'm doing. Bye.
And there she goes. This is what she does when I embarrass her. She runs away and hides. That's okay, though, because I know she can still hear me, and she's laughing her little ass off. Hey, we haven't even told Patrick the story about the crochet macrame sex swing that Tina found. Tina found it on some, I forget what she found it on, but it said, my COVID hobby is getting out of control, and it had a macrame multicolored sex swing. And we sent the pictures to Wendy and everything, and then I sent Toad a picture of a book that says, learn 3 ways to macrame. And I told him, I said, pull that up on your screen and show Wendy, and I got a fuck you, Cody, out of that one. We love Wendy. Hey, at least we're creative. That's where my son gets it from. We only use our powers for good, though, never for evil. Sometimes wicked things, but never evil. Flippin' Flamingos is on in 30 minutes. Live ephemera auction. Yeah, I don't do paper things.
Well, they classify ephemera. They do books on there, too.
Yeah, well, ephemera, paper.
Yes.
Books are paper.
I know, but ephemera is usually newspaper.
Bless you.
But hey, whatever.
Well,
I
no,
just
I mean,
bought a
ephemera is classified as anything paper, books, postcards, letters, Declaration of Independence, anything. It's paper. And that's just not my jam, so. But if anybody is interested in ephemera, go watch Split and Flamingos in 30 minutes.
Yep.
Because we love Renee and Popo Joe.
Yep, they're adorable.
They are.
Oh, and have fun at the car show. Oh, have mercy.
I never have mercy. I make them beg for it, though.
That's always fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, ladies, we've got the 3 hour and 5 minute mark.
Are you saying we're leaving, Tina?
Well,
Oh, my. That's right. Okay. Patrick going to be bored now. He's not going to have anybody to laugh to.
I think, but mostly you, but Patrick's learning a whole lot about this group.
Well, Patrick, in case you ever missed the announcement, any question you have for me, feel free to ask. Doesn't matter what it is. If I don't want to answer it, I'll just tell you I don't want to answer it. But 99% of the time, I will tell you the truth. So be careful how you phrase your question. You're welcome, Patrick. It's fun to have you around. We like you.
Yeah, we're pretty much open around here. Open book, unless there's something we really don't want to discuss.
Yep.
We speak.
And, some people ask questions and don't like the answers, and then they get a little upset, but they need to learn to let it go and go fusa. Just release it into the universe.
He knows how to phrase things.
Okay. And yes, time always flies. We're even surprised by how long. I had a Saturday live once. It was supposed to only be for 3 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
And it ended up going for 8 hours. I was talking on a live. I had different people popping in, but people kept showing up, and I didn't want them to feel bad because they just got there.
Yeah.
Hot mess, right? I didn't want them to feel bad. It's like, hi. So
a lot of play on words.
Good to know, Patrick. But yeah, my 3 hours Saturday morning live one day ended up 8 hours. Even I was starting to not lose my voice. It was crazy.
Amy, welcome back, honey.
It was funny though.
Yeah,
I mean, I had a good time, and I was gonna.
Why are you having the pissed off face there, Amy? Ninja.
Pissed off ninja.
Yeah, pissed off ninjas are never a good thing.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But I was at the 6 hour mark. I was going to end it, and then Thomas Chaffee, I don't really know how to pronounce. I keep forgetting to ask him how to pronounce his name. But Thomas came in from Australia, and I never get to talk to him. So we went another 2 hours. So it ended up being 6 hours. So yeah.
It's Chaffee, if I remember correctly.
Chaffee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I hate it when I say people's names wrong.
I hate it when I say I'm wrong too, but yeah, I still munch a few when I'm modding.
I don't have that problem because I don't mod out loud.
Well, I do.
Yes, definitely, Patrick. You're verbally a cunning linguist.
Mm-hmm.
You go with your bad self.
Crickets. Crickets.
I know, right? I've only met a few people like that in person. And, oh, people are people. That's what's wrong. Okay. And, yeah, the voices over, like, computer lines and over airwaves and things are one thing. But if you had one of those voices and you have somebody like that in person, they don't have to do a damn thing. Just stand there and talk, and you're good in like 5 minutes. You're set for the next 3 days. Awesome.
Yep. I had a person that all he had to do was just talk to me.
Yep.
Good God.
Oh, the memories.
Right.
And so that's the show, people. We gotta go now.
Well, I missed him. I was so sad when he passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
Mine
one
did.
of those in my life as well, and he passed away too.
Stay healthy, Patrick. He's probably like, ah. Yeah, you don't have to go into it on the chat or anything, Amy. But you can click the link when Tina ends the live and come back and talk to us. We love you.
Come back and let her rip.
Yeah.
Vent that spleen.
I mean, I don't care if you do it in here or on there. It's your choice, you know. Well, I should say I don't care. It's Tina's live. I don't care though.
Yeah.
I'm just volunteering her panel, you know.
That's what we do. Whether it's mine or yours.
Yeah. Hell, Wes volunteered my panel one day.
Right.
Wes was like, Fluffy, I'm calling you out. Come on live. I'll go on live with you. You want to work things out? Let's go. Fluffy wouldn't do it.
All right.
We know he hasn't been anywhere yet because he's a chicken shit little jackass.
But how do you really feel, Willow? You shouldn't suppress these things. It's not healthy.
Well, when all the venting is going on, I generally can't get a word in, so I just...
Well, yeah, because, you know, massholes don't give people a lot of time to talk when we're venting. I'm sorry.
No, we don't.
Just kind of a masshole thing. You're just going to have to fucking deal with it. You know what I mean? Wow, that sounded like I was New York. I skipped states there for a minute. My Bronx started to come out. That's never a good thing. Sorry, go ahead, Willow.
Clench my teeth, grind my teeth.
Don't grind your teeth. That's not good.
I grind my teeth in my sleep anyways. It doesn't matter.
We'll make a mouth guard for that.
Yeah.
Claustrophobic. COPD. Yeah, I don't even do masks, so why would I put something in my mouth?
No, I'm not going that too easy.
Makes me cringe.
Too easy.
Yeah, don't.
So we know Willow doesn't get blowjobs, but sorry. Sorry, Willow.
Well, at this point in my life, you've got to be able to breathe to do that too.
I'm a bad bear. Oh, I love you, Willow.
I'm just sitting here shaking my head.
Willow's all like, bitch, I don't want no dick near me at this point in time in my life. Shut the fuck up.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, like I said, been there, done that. Close that book.
I'm a bad bear. Welcome to our world, Patrick. You sure you want to stay?
Oh my God. Timothy?
I love you, Tim.
You sure you only took one hit, honey?
Oh. Tim's feeling good.
Yep.
And spicy towards Cody. What the fuck, Tim? Look, shake and bake. Go get some chocolate ice cream and make me my goddamn milkshake. Will you please? I've been waiting forever.
This is the norm, Patrick. This is just us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're like this every time. Look back at other lives if you're bored.
And here you had me on your panel. You're like, oh God.
So this should tell you that whenever we're on other people's panels, we are very well behaved. Even if we're cracking wise or making little comments or little, twist. Damn. Little twisted sexual innuendos. We are still behaving really well on other people's channels.
I was behaving that day.
I was not.
It was painful, but I did my best.
People expect it from me at this point, but I do try and behave to a certain level because obviously
I am very, very well behaved on other people's.
you're very well behaved on your own. So
I'm very, very well behaved.
that mic drop was epic, though. It was absolutely epic. Even I was speechless, and not many people can do that.
Oh God, we both were. We were just looking at each other, with our mouths open, like, what the fuck?
We were literally like, what the fuck just happened?
And then Rhonda in chat was like, mic drop, and I'm like, there we go.
Yeah, the chat went absolutely crazy. It was great.
Oh God, they went ape shit.
Tina is a rock star. She took all my thunder away because, everybody was all excited about my Boston accent, which I usually do not have. And all of a sudden, there comes Tina with this epic mic drop, and I'm like, well, fuck.
Can't top that.
Yeah, fuck you and your accent, Cody. Nobody fucking cares.
It wasn't anything intended. It was just I was pissed the fuck off, and I was done.
It's always the quiet ones.
I'm telling you.
Look what happened when Wendy exploded. We got stupid cunt-faced motherfuckers out of her. Sounds better in her accent.
I used to too, Patrick, and I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you have a reputation you have to maintain off of YouTube where people that you deal with off YouTube might see it, then yes, you have to be very careful. But if the two things are separate and you absolutely know that they're separate, yeah, have at it. At least on certain channels. I mean, on my channel, on Tina's channel, it's a whatever. You can pretty much say anything. The only thing I don't appreciate is people coming in and attacking anybody that's on my panel. Now, what we've been doing could be considered an attack, but it's more like justice and the fact that we're not letting someone get away with illegal activities, illegal, immoral, illicit. We don't like that. So we called them out.
Calling out and being a bully are two entirely different things.
Yeah, we were accused of being bullies, but telling the truth and letting people know what's going on is way different than bullying. People need to relearn their definitions, but yeah, just to come in out of the blue and be like, oh, it's like, whoa, slow your roll. If you have something to discuss, feel free to come on the panel or in the chat and discuss it. The one thing that I don't like on my channel, I'm not going to volunteer Tina for it, but I don't like it when people play the pronoun game.
Mm-hmm.
We all know who we're talking about. No, we don't. Say a name. If you have a problem with someone and you want to vent about it, and you want to vent about it on a live, then have the balls to say their name. If you do not, then sit down, shut the fuck up before you hurt yourself. So, we don't have a problem with people coming on and venting. I mean, it doesn't. The opinions of other people that come on and vent do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the channel owner. We are merely giving them a platform to vent. Now, if it's just a bunch of... Yeah, I see how you rolled that back there.
Yeah.
Nicely done, Patrick. If someone just comes in and makes a bunch of false accusations that can't be proven, that is a whole different thing. If you just have an issue with somebody because you think they're a bitch, sit down, shut the fuck up. We don't, that's your opinion, da da da. If somebody has done something that you have facts and proof about, that the community at large would need to know. Oh, you did that very well. Although I was expecting a curtsy, but very well. Very well done, Patrick.
What do fancy bows have to do? That's bow. Okay, fancy bow.
That's bow.
He's putting on a bow.
English language.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, hotness, definitely.
Yeah, I was thinking hoe bag.
The hoe bags could definitely be called out, I think, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's something that was done directly to you. I mean, you know. See, me
I'm gonna
personally, if
take
I have.
cover. This aim is gonna blow up.
Okay. If I
Okay.
have a person, if I have a problem with someone's behavior, how they treat other people, or how they act, I merely don't acknowledge them anymore. It's the same as if it was in real life. If I was with a group of people and one person that hung out with us was a douchebag, and I didn't like
Hey,
them and they were
Danica.
toxic. Hi, Danica.
Hi, Danica.
No, we didn't call you. Bad timing, Danica. Damn. That is bad timing in the history of bad timing. Danica, look at the comment right above you. I love you, Danica.
Oh my God.
But if I just don't want to deal with you in my life, I just will not acknowledge you. That is, I mean, it's just my choice, and you can be offended by that or not. But not everybody likes everybody. Not everybody gets along with everybody. It's part of life. But it's not like I'm going to run around attacking that person or people. Obviously,
No, you're not going to spend time with them either.
yeah, I'm not going to. I'm just not going to acknowledge them. They do not exist to me. Unless they create a problem that puts them in my purview, in which they will exist to me and they will regret it, obviously. So, Danica, you're so silly. So, you know,
How was
it's
your
just,
3 days with Danica?
yeah. How were you 3 days? I bet you she cleaned the house and did stuff she wasn't supposed to do. That girl can't stop doing stuff. She didn't take a break.
Come on, buddy. Go.
Oh, they came home early. Did they get like rained out or something?
Started raining and my screen door screens are open and it'll splatter back up in the house.
I can get it.
They didn't start running around naked. They didn't find you running around the house naked, did they, Danica?
This is going to get the other one.
You want the door or the windows?
Just the door. You check the window.
Mute.
Oh, God.
Danica, that sucked. No internet. I thought they went camping.
Yeah.
Didn't they go camping, or am I wrong?
Who went camping?
The males at Danica's dwelling.
Oh,
There ain't no internet and giant bugs. Well, you know, y'all are in Texas, honey. Everything's big down there, including the bugs.
That's true. I lived in Texas for 3 months, and never mind. That's a whole story for a whole different type of channel.
Well, let's just say they say everything's big in Texas, but it really isn't.
Some of it is. Depends on where you go.
Apparently.
But I'll tell you, not everybody that lives in Temple, Texas is all that into religion. They do some nasty things in Temple, Texas. Slept at the shop. They were in an Airbnb on a lake, and they couldn't handle some rain and bugs and no internet. Okay, well, Danica, in case of any kind of apocalypse of any kind, do not depend on them.
No kidding, hon.
Survival skills 0.
I think Danica's got more survival skills. I'm telling you. Yep. Big wimps.
Uh-huh.
But did your girlfriend come over the next day and y'all got to have your shindig?
Translated, did your friend come over and y'all get drunk?
Yeah, really, because I mean, a parka and a little bit of bug spray would have done wonders. But they're men; they're not going to use such things. Instead, they just run for cover.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, she flaked on her. Well, that sucks.
Well, see, we told you not to worry about cleaning the dadgum house.
So you went all that work, and you didn't get to have fun, while the boys in the house were out doing what you love, and went out and
And came
ended up
home
in a
early.
5-star hotel.
The moral of the story is next time leave the boys at home and you go stay at the Airbnb on the lake.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, you're in an Airbnb on the lake. It's not camping. It's just being at a hotel at a lake.
Yeah, that's
More or less.
that's even higher ranked than glamping.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when I
it's
was
a cabin.
when I was little, my parents had a camper that like they towed behind the car. Nice, Patrick. See, we brought Patrick luck.
Awesome.
Yay.
Cool.
And usually only men tell me I make them see rainbows. But see, you got lucky. You got pot gold. There you go.
Awesome.
Anyway, yeah, when I was little, my parents had a camper. We used to go to campgrounds and things like that.
Mhm.
But right, and then I was sent to camp every summer for like 8 weeks. And the first ones, we actually learned shit, like how to build a campfire and cook on the campfire and all of that. That's where I started learning archery. We learned how to canoe. I learned how to sail. Swimming lessons. I was always in the freaking pool. And, survival skills. I mean, my sailboat got caught in a storm on White's Pond, which is where Thoreau went and sat and did all his little writings and stuff. And we would walk there from the camp. It was like half a mile. We had to walk through all these woods to White's Pond.
Mm-hmm.
And we went sailing and a storm blew up really quick. And me and the girl that was with me, whom I didn't even like, so annoying, but I sacrificed myself so nobody else in my cabin had to deal with her. This is my personality. This is what I do. I'm like, well, I figured if she annoyed me too much, I could drown her and call it an accident. So she almost did drown, but I didn't do it.
It wasn't your fault.
It wasn't my fault. It's for real. And I saved her life. So, there was that. But the sailboat tipped over. I mean, they were just the small little sailboats, It tipped over. And, of course, we both went in the water. I got back up on the boat. She's screaming her fucking ass off. I'm like, calm the fuck down. Look, we both had our life preservers on because that was the rules. Had to have the life preserver on. So I'm a fat girl and I could get on the bottom of on the top of the bottom of the boat with the rudder sticking up, like in the second Jaws movie, the kid, and so she couldn't get her fat ass up. I'm like, she was thinner than I was, and she couldn't get up there. I'm like, so I just grabbed the life preserver and hauled her ass up on the boat. And she's screaming. I'm like, calm down. We're going to die. I'm like, you might. I'm like, stop screaming. She's like, we're going to die. And she just kept screaming, we're going to die. She was freaking out. So I slapped her. Best day of my life at that point. She stopped screaming. Had big hamper. I mean, I hit her hard. I hit her way harder than I needed to because, well, she was a bitch. So she calmed down, and we had to wait for the guy in charge of the sailboats to come out with the rowboat. The mast had gotten stuck. We did. I told her. I said we need to get back in the water and flip the boat back over because we knew how to do it. Well, I knew how to do it. And she's like, I'm not getting back in the water, man. I'm gonna die. I'm like, do I need to slap you again? She was like, nope. But she wouldn't get back. And then the mast got stuck on the bottom, and it got wedged in rocks. So we were going nowhere. I'm like, fuck. So we had to wait for this poor guy to come out in the rowboat, and he was like, how come you didn't pull it back over? And I was like, I just pointed at her. I'm like, oh. And he goes, never mind, because he didn't like her either. Mind you, how old was I then? 8. Yeah, it was 2 years before my last year at camp. Yeah, never meet me in a dark alley. Well, I've had some fun in dark alleys. It depends on who you are, Tim. So the guy got us in the rowboat. I told him, I said, the mast is stuck. I was like, I was going to flip it over, but she won't get off the damn boat, so I can't. I could have, but she would have probably drowned. So, because I wasn't saving her a second time. And so he took us back on the rowboat, and he's like, well, I'm going to need somebody to come back out and help me flip the boat if it's stuck. So he's looking at the counselors, and none of them are stepping forward. I was like, oh, fine, I'll go. He goes, you're too young. I can't take you back out. Because we're still in a raging storm at this point. I'm like, does it look like anybody else is going to help you? I said, I know how to do it. I said, I'll go with you. And he's like, I can't risk you drowning. I'm like, I can probably swim better than you can. And one of the counselors was like, she's right. She probably can, because I was like a fish. My dad used to say he was surprised I didn't have gills. Yeah, it was kind of like that. And so he takes us back out in the rowboat. Oop, flamingos just went live. I get back in the rowboat with him. We go back out to the boat. And he was like, all right, I'll get as close as I can so that you can get on the boat. And I was like, okay, and jumped out of the rowboat and swam to the boat. Got up, and we flipped the boat over. He had to dive. I had to hold on to the line to the rowboat because he had to dive and get the mast unstuck. And then we flipped the boat over, bailed out enough of it that it was buoyant enough that the rowboat could tow it, and got it back to where it was supposed to be. But he actually said he was very impressed that I did not panic in that situation. I'm breathing, so I'm almost done. Fine, I'm done.
Apparently, Tim thinks you're sucking the oxygen through the phone and everything else.
Tim is trying to tell me I'm talking too much.
I guess. You've always got stories, though.
I have good stories.
I have no stories.
And I've always maintained I couldn't make this shit up if I tried this. Everything I tell you has actually happened to me in real life. Everything.
You know, short of going out, getting drunk, staying out all night, and going places I shouldn't, I didn't do anything.
Well, that's why I say that I'm glad that whether it was good or bad, I am very glad I experienced everything I experienced in my life, because now missing part of a leg, my options are a bit limited. You know what I mean? So.
Great.
So I do have good memories. Yeah, the crack story was good. Yeah.
It did get you to come back on panel, laughing hysterically.
Hey, Wes.
Yes. I'm surprised you're not at Flamingos, honey. Or are you on both?
Are you double dipping, Wes? Yeah, the stories I have from my crack neighborhood, man. It's really funny because whenever I brought because it was my son's dog that I had that I would bring outside with me. Whenever they saw that dog, now she was a Chow Lab mix. As a matter of fact, if you ever see pictures of Drew Barrymore with one of her dogs that's all fluffy and white, she looked identical to that. I'm like, I know what kind of mixed dog that is. But she was like just this big blonde dog, and everybody was terrified of the dog. That dog had not met anybody that wasn't a friend yet. Do I look like I do crack? Right? Do I look like I do crack? I actually have smoked crack in the past, but And I lived in my car for 3 months, and I was with an idiot, and I smoked crack for 3 months, and I lost 70 pounds. And I do not recommend the crack diet to anyone. It sucked. We only got to eat like once every 3 days, and sometimes not for a week. It was not a fun life. I may or not be tramping. That's okay, Wes. We won't tell.
Yeah.
So yeah, but see, at the time I wasn't doing it, so it's like, hello, you know, people are stupid. Yep. Well, Patrick, I'm glad we could give you a belly laugh. It's always good to laugh.
It is.
It is. So, yeah. And I haven't even gone over any of the loss prevention stories today, so there are those too.
Oh, Lord.
Shut up. I worked loss prevention for Walmart for 2 years. Come on, you know there are stories. Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, working loss prevention for Walmart is a never-ending supply of stories. You could work there for a week doing loss prevention and have endless stories.
I mean, you don't even. I mean, my daughter didn't work loss prevention. She worked in the fucking deli and bakery area, and she got stories for days.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of shoplifters actually would go into the deli area because they thought there was no cameras there. They were wrong. Not all of those little bubbles are cameras, but because they're blacked out, you don't know which ones are and which ones aren't.
Mm-hmm.
I do. To this day, I can probably still tell you where all the cameras are in a Walmart. If I wanted to turn to a life of crime and steal from Walmart, I could make bank stealing from Walmart. But I'm not a thief, so.
Yeah.
Sadly,
Walmart ain't got nothing I want that bad.
well, you have to look in the. It wouldn't be for me. It would be for selling, and you have to look at the area that I'm in. And if they can buy something that's $5 and they can get it for $2, and I got it for free, it's $2 profit. So you know. And yes, I thought about that. No, I'm not doing it. I'm human, you know. I calculate. I can't help it.
Like I said, nah, nothing. No, I'm good.
But,
Oh my goodness.
uh-oh.
You say uh-oh and Wendy comes back on screen.
No, the uh-oh wasn't for Wendy. The uh-oh was for empty Pepsi bottle, and my Pepsi is buried under a ton of crap.
Oh, under the avalanche?
No, under the stuff that was already piled up.
Oh. Just checking.
I have stuff piled up next to my bed. It's higher than my bed because I can't reach anywhere to put stuff except behind me, and that's kind of already full.
Yeah,
that's
monster boxes from me.
That box is from Tina, and that box is from Tina. And then there are a crap ton of empty boxes from Tina, one of which keeps levitating onto my bed. No matter where I put it in this room, it ends up back on my bed. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that box.
I told her she needs to break down the boxes and get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Or reuse them to somehow clean up and straighten up so the cat has something new to tear up.
Yeah. Well, the problem with that is I can't reach anything the cats are tearing up. So that won't work. Not yet.
Boy.
But that's why I'm keeping the boxes, is so that I can do that. Well, I was going to do it and put them directly out, but... So I will eventually be able to reach things in my room.
Tired of it eventually. Need to get.
I know. I'm tired of eventually too. It's been.
Need to get Mr. Magoo in there to do a little something.
Yeah, good luck with that. So I'm working on that levitation spell, and that will happen.
Mr.
That will
Magoo.
work. That will work before he does. Okay. He in the house anyway. He is looking for a job, which is good. Tina's like, I'm gonna
Remember,
go try.
I have one. He's just younger.
I know.
At least mine had a job interview the other day.
And I wish him much luck for that, because then he can pay for all the electricity he wastes when he leaves the door open. Okay, Amy.
Then
My
he
badass.
can, apparently buy all the junk things that he thinks that he wants and needs.
I'm gonna dark out my camera while I dig out my Pepsi, because I've got like two. I still have like 2 or 3 bottles, but they're buried.
I understand.
I have to do a boulder shift type of thing over here and move stuff over and grab what I need and move stuff back.
You got it.
She's going spelunking. She doesn't want us to watch.
I am.
Yep.
I am. Well, I mean, there's a space. I could measure it, but I'm not gonna. There's a space about like this between my
You
bed
gotta
and the
flip, roll,
table.
and twist, and bend, and grunt, and gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna hurt myself. But there's a space like we already know it. There's a space about this big between my bed and the table, and it is higher than my bed with stuff because I have no place to put anything. So everything that I need access to gets put there, and some things. I'll
So
be back.
that one big box that if it doesn't have anything in it, she could start, kind of stuff that she needs. She could be tacking it in there. Then she could just slide the box over, and that way it's not.
Okay. The one big box that keeps levitating onto the bed.
Mm-hmm.
The cat keeps going into it. That's why it keeps levitating onto the bed. So if I put anything in it, the cat gonna get into the box and fuck with my stuff.
So the cat's turning the box into a magic carpet?
Yeah, it's like a little magic box. She just, I don't know. Yeah, it's.
Next time that happens, I want to film.
See that box right there? Hold on, right there, right there. I threw that thing way back there onto that, and it ended up back here. The dog is not happy. The box is touching her spot.
Oh no. What? Sable's sitting here in front of me giving me the stink eye.
And that is a day in the life.
Which one is aggravating you and trying to get mommy attention there, Willow?
Sable, she's sitting here giving me the stink eye.
Is she boob smashing?
No. She's just sitting in front of me. We haven't reached the boob smashing level yet.
So usually she's boob smashing.
Mm-hmm. That or she just climbs up and sits on it.
And then once she gets up there, then she's batting your face. Going, hey.
Yeah, we're on the boob now.
Meanwhile, Wendy's got cat butt face.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Tim, cat. If it fits, it's I sits. Exactly.
If it counts, I've got cat claws currently in my hip. Because I moved and she went chink into my hip. I'm like, ah. That's right. The cat's one of the things that's getting moved. She's not going to be happy.
Yeah.
Well, Sable's in her spot.
Mine is curled up
But
asleep
on my leg, and the rest of her's on my tit.
Mine's curled up over on Tim's side of the bed.
She's like, okay, fine, I'm leaving.
We're talking about her.
Yeah. She went over to sit at the window now.
Great.
All right. We're almost 3 hours, 45 minutes. So, Patrick, if you're still here, honey, I'm glad you came by and hung out. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for today.
You don't even want to know what my cats just did.
And Wes will be around. Glad you stopped by, dear. Anybody else that's still hanging out with the rafter seats? Glad you've been around. Enjoy everybody's company. Love y'all.